They're adorable.
Hello? Hello, hello?
Hello, hello.
I think it's Friday, everyone.
It's Friday!
Happy Friday to all of our friends, past, present, and future. Welcome to Legends Die Live, a Dungeons & Dragons stream brought to you by 6 obsessed friends. I'm Mike D, and I'm the Dungeon Master, which means I'm responsible for all the world building. These are my players, the people responsible for screwing it up at every chance they get. We play every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you can't catch us live, catch us over on YouTube, Legends Die Live, on YouTube, obviously. Videos will be uploaded within a couple of days. You can also check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr,
Instagram.
all the things are Legends Die Live, and they're all linked below. We also have an official website, legendsdielive.com. Check us out there as well. Mechanically, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Stylistically, we stay pretty close to the rules, but we do bend, break, and homebrew them as well. If that type of thing interests you, I encourage you to check it out in a document linked below. We do have some affiliates we'd like to thank. First and foremost, thank you to Sirenscape for providing us with the music you are currently listening to. They're a great company, they provide great music, and they're a great community. I encourage you to check them out. Thank you to our artists, She Games, He Games, for helping us out with the silhouettes, and then thank you to Bet Noir for the amazing work with our logo. In addition, we also want to give a fan shout out to everyone that's been following us and keep it up in the chat and all that. So shout outs to All's Fair, Cecilisec, Super Cupcakes, Goblin F,
Goblin Girlfriend.
something like that,
Goblin GF.
Goblin GF, and Dr. Horror House of Terror. Special thank you to you. So thanks to you guys. If I missed anyone, I apologize. But let us know. Reach out to us on social media.
Zach has been active.
Zach has been active. That's true. Also, if you're in the chat, say hello to our 6th member, Zach, who is moderating the chat currently.
Thank you, Zach.
Yes.
Thanks, Zach.
Not forget you.
Keep it real.
Neither he was me.
So real.
As last week, our lovable bard is playing non-locally because he doesn't love us, but we're making it work.
It's just his deep dish gets to me.
I really like that it is different every time.
So,
I'll always have
Last time it was temperature. This time it was pizza.
okay.
You like zero on pizza anyway.
I think that's about it. So we're gonna go into our theme video, and then we're gonna start the game. Of course.
Yeah.
It's always something, isn't it?
We are good at our job.
It's part of our charm.
Okay, one real quick adjustment.
Oni was in charge of setting things up.
So, our players began last session waking up in an abandoned building in an abandoned town. After waking up, they investigated the church in search of more artifacts and a number of different things that might aid them in helping to understand what exactly is the nature of this town and what exactly is the nature of the scroll that they now possess. Eventually, they walked away with a chest containing a few items, and they left for the Baytons. Along their journey to the Baytons, they encountered a tribe of bears. After some discussion and some conflict, the bears revealed themselves to be druids and demanded that they leave their forest. There was a bit of pushback, not only from the dwarf Agär, but also from the semi-corporeal wolf that was following them. And Agär went back in. He barely made it back out with his life. But the characters continued onward. They continued to travel for another day. The next night, their night was also disturbed, and they did not get a full sleep as they awoke to a giant fireball in the middle of the night. Oni awoke them, and they all rushed towards the scene. Once they gathered at the scene, they realized that there was a conflict occurring, where a number of knights from the Baytons were currently in combat with a number of what appeared to be bandits. And amidst this combat, there were two figures who sat complacently, silently, stoically, sort of absent-minded and not really absorbing what was happening during this conflict. In the end, the party helped defeat the bandits, revive one of the knights, and helped save the two individuals from a burning caravan. We now pick up in the aftermath of that event.
Mm-hmm.
We pick up with Riley
With my medicine check.
and her medicine check as she steps forward to examine the two individuals, making sure not to physically touch them, but to take a look at them. And based on your medicine check previously, which we left hanging, you take a moment looking at the gray skin, that had the gray complexion that had washed over the other guard. Nothing comes to mind. This is very unfamiliar for you.
But he's still conscious, right?
So, to sort of recap, all of you have gathered in the middle of the road. There's a mostly burnt and destroyed caravan in the middle of the road.
Well, I know that the archer guy saw me, but we killed him.
Yes.
Did the other guy in the middle see me?
No, I knocked him out.
Did the other guy?
Basically, have I been seen by the guards?
You've been seen by some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in the middle with everybody.
Okay.
I will
So-
bring corpse of archer to center point after I pocket, of course.
So all the individuals that appear as bandits are dead. They're gone.
You guys were assholes.
All of them? I thought one of them were alive.
That's a guard.
All of them. In the middle of the battle, Riley used her healing abilities to spare the dying and brought one of the guards back to life eventually. So all of the guards and the knights in their Bayton armor are currently conscious.
Is that
Well, actually, one of them is unconscious. Agär, you're dragging one
yeah.
hog-tied right now to the center of the road. It's the guard with the red tufted beard. He's got a big swollen black eye.
You're damn right he does.
He was primary asshole, yes.
You guys are in. That's your call. There are a few assholes.
Okay.
I thought I grabbed one of the bandits too.
You would have brought
They're all
up
dead. You can drag them all, sure,
Oh.
but the bandits are all dead.
Okay.
So the guard carrying those two guys is still slowly turning gray, right?
Yeah, and as you're watching, he has the two individuals on his shoulders, and he turns around to look at you, and you guys watched as the gray color slowly soaked into his hand, down his fingers, and then slowly started to rise up his face, past his nose.
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Guard.
And now that you're looking at him, you realize that in the melee of the battle, he suffered an injury, and the side of his face is just like completely burnt and sort of sizzled and kind of like oozing and melted. So he looks at you, and he's got this kind of almost like two-face where you can see a part of his eyeball and part of his teeth because his skin's burned away.
I'm gonna call you Harvey.
And he turns around and looks at you.
If you look at your hand right now, you can see it's turning gray,
It is gray.
right?
God damn.
So maybe, just maybe, you want to drop those two dudes?
What the hell is this shit?
It's coming from the gray people you're carrying. You should probably put them down before you're like that permanently.
And he shoulders one to the ground, shoulders the other one to the
I'm
ground.
kind of a doctor.
And he adjusts them a bit, and they just stand there, sort of wide-eyed, complacently
But they do stand.
looking. Yeah, they're currently standing there.
Does his gray start to recede?
And after a moment, the gray begins to drain from him and then withdraw.
Okay, see now if you look at your hand, it's getting better.
Like, can you feel anything, buddy? Does it feel off?
The only thing that feels off right now is my goddamn face.
Don't. Oh boy.
And he begins to like sort of touch it, and he winces as the contact causes pain.
Yes, that is a bad idea.
You know, I appreciate your help. I didn't appreciate being lassoed, but in the end, you did help us. And I noticed that you in particular, you brought back one of ours, one of our own.
Yeah, I'm a really good doctor.
Is there anything you can do about this? Not a good look for me. And he
I can
pulls out.
fix the burn, but I can't fix your face.
He pulls out his sword and starts like using it kind of as a mirror in the darkness right now. There's a little bit of ambient light from some of the fire that hasn't quite been quenched yet.
I will use a second level cure wounds because it's all I have. Here's the thing, if I fix your face, you have to make sure we don't get attacked at night when we go to sleep.
Attacked by what?
Literally
You,
anything.
your people, any other people, bears,
He
bears,
He takes a moment.
bears.
He looks down. He looks at himself in the sword, his reflection. He looks down at his unconscious and tied ally.
Oh, I'm already there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was like staying out on purpose. I thought I wasn't there.
And then he looks over to the third knight that you had revived, and at this point, that knight is stammering to his feet, and he's clutching his arm, like he's conscious and he's up and awake, but you can tell he's got a broken arm. And he's looking. He's like, "You think the three of us are a threat right now?"
You will be once I fix you.
You're damn right we will be. Can you do something about this?
I'll cure wounds his face at level 2.
You do not need to be impressive. We just need you to keep watch.
I'm gonna sing a song in my head because he doesn't deserve to hear one because he's a butthole.
Yeah.
15 points of healing to him. And then I have my medicine kit. Can I just try and... What do you call it when you stabilize someone's arm?
Yeah,
Splint!
Oh, yeah, that.
I'm a doctor.
Sure.
Splint.
So you extend your hand outward towards his face, not quite making contact. There's a white energy that emanates. You can see it transfer from your hand to his face. And his face begins the process of healing. You can see some of the skin sort of pulling back, covering part of his teeth. Some of the skin forming up into eyelashes and stuff. And
That's crazy.
he feels better. He's no longer like clenching his jaw in pain, but he's just scarred for now. It's gonna take some doing
Yes.
to fix this.
I don't know, you might want to keep this scar. It looks pretty cool.
I look at Agär.
As you're saying that, the other one with the broken arm hobbles over. He's in a world of hurt at the moment, and he turns to the burnt face guard, which says, "Is that my sword?" And the guy with the burnt face turns to him. "Yeah, matter of fact, it is. You aren't using it, so I put it to good use." He sticks it into the ground. You can have it back.
As I'm dragging the person, I'm just gonna toss him into the middle of the circle. Right. Which family you work for? You've got Bayton armor. Let me see the crest. I get right up in his face, and I'm looking for the crest that shows his family.
You like to cut right to the business, don't you?
Damn straight I do.
And he taps his breastplate right here. And you notice that it's the symbol of the Atoji family. And on his breastplate, right in the corner, is a radial pattern of gems, diamonds, and emeralds laid out in a circle. It's the crest of the family.
That is not a good place for valuable stones.
It's just an emblem. It's not the actual stones.
Oh, okay.
It's like a drawing of the stones.
Sorry, I cannot see very well. That is crazy.
So.
I'm gonna walk up to the guy who's got the who just hobbled over and talked about his sword. Say, you look like you're a little rough. You need a quick hand.
Yeah, I could appreciate it. It's.
Oh, of course, yeah. Anything to do my civic duty, I'll give him cure wounds.
Okay.
I also rolled an unnatural 20 to splint his arm.
9.
Okay, so Riley comes over and starts to splint his arm with whatever.
This is my nurse.
Whatever equipment she currently has, and at the same time, Helix comes over and again does a similar motion with his hands, and between the two of them, his arm begins to sort of set in place, but it's not quite functional at the moment. But he's doing better. He feels a lot better. You can see the pain drain from his face. The burnt face guard turns back to you. God damn it. As he looks at the guy you're carrying. He's gonna be pissed and humiliated when he wakes up. Serve him right. Well, we need to go. I suggest y'all come with us.
Right, one moment. I want to see what the other two crests are on the two other guards.
They all have the same crest.
They're all from the Atoji. Do I recognize any of them as my buddies?
No.
None of these guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Felix, what did you say?
Where are you headed?
Going back to the Baytons. Going back to deliver these fine chaps. And he goes to pat them on the face, but he stops mid-pat to sort of... He recognizes that maybe he shouldn't make contact with them.
What?
Did they
These
go?
bounties you collected.
No. Family members. Distant family members.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know.
Did they come from camp where these bandits, as I dropped the archer, came
Camp?
from?
What you mean, camp?
Well, I say camp. I assume that you've gathered them from somewhere, and then these people showed up and attack, seemingly interested in these, perhaps.
No, not quite. Not quite. Back in the Baytons, there was a bit of a hubbub as these fuckers broke into to the Atoji estate.
Pull up the corpse again. This one.
That would be one of them. Good job.
Okay.
I like your work.
Thank you.
Anyway, these bandits broke into the estate, kidnapped these two, and we've been scouring the town ever since to find them. We heard about a caravan leaving, kind of awkward timing, and we split to investigate, and we found him.
I want to see if he's lying.
Go for it.
So
11.
11.
Yeah. Well, are the two people human?
Yes. Well, yes.
they
As far as you
appear
can
to
tell.
be.
As far as I can tell, they're human.
Yeah. And so as you take a closer look at the two individuals, they're standing there, their eyes are sort of focused off in the distance. Like they're looking in your direction, but they're clearly not looking at you. Like they're looking past you. They have hoods pulled up over their heads, so all you see are like this much of their face and part of their skin, and then their robes come down to about forearms length. And as you're, give me a perception check. Whoever's taking a close look at these.
Yeah, I want to like actually pull their hoods off.
Okay.
Oh.
20. Unnatural.
Same.
Yeah, I probably didn't catch that the guy was turning gray so I wouldn't know anything about this.
So Riley, you're taking a closer look. Agär gets a little more cavalier and moves in and actually pulls the hoods down. And the two, they don't even like respond, as if they had no idea that you were doing it. And what you see are two almost identical figures standing there.
Male, female, human, dwarf, elf.
One of them's male, one of them's female, but the features are pretty much identical. They're both bald-headed, gray-eyed. Even their lips, normally a watermelon pink, are grayed over.
I go over to Riley.
And as you take in more features, Agär, because you pulled down the hood, you notice across their necks, both of them, is a beaded necklace. And then hanging around each of their wrists are beaded bracelets.
Do they
And they're just
have any
standing
special markings or those bracelets and necklaces?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Investigation 17.
17.
Yes.
The bracelets are definitely magical in some fashion, but the intricacies of the glyphs and the sigils are too minute and tiny for you to pinpoint exactly what kind of magic, but you know that it is magical.
I'm gonna lean over to Riley. Do you think these are undead?
I don't think so. I've never seen anything like this.
Do I recognize the twins?
No.
Don't know what they look like. Okay.
No.
My medicine check was enough to know that they're not undead, right? Because I've never seen anything like it.
Correct. They don't look undead. This looks just completely foreign to anything you've seen before.
I will grab my mage hand. Well, I'll cast mage hand. And I'm going to lift one of the arms that have like the bracelets and stuff on them. And I'll just kind of point out to the group and stuff. They appear to be spells in these artifacts. I'm not sure what it is, but there is something being cast here. I'm inclined to think they are acting this way because of this.
I reached for Antoinette. Maybe not. Felix, you mind taking a look, mate?
I looked up at the guard. I was like, well, they need a few quick tips on the hairstyles, but did you add their accessories?
Nah.
They're completely bald, right?
Completely bald.
Hey, you trying to say something?
Elves need hair. Humans. Humans. Alright, so I'll take an Arcana check on it. And I'll use luck.
Oh, I was going to assist if you were going to do Arcana check.
Oh, sure. So that'll be.
As you take a closer look, Oni takes
19.
a moment to point out specific glyphs that look of interest. And 19 on your Arcana check?
Yeah.
Quite good.
After moving in a bit closer, still not making any physical contact, but moving in to examine the beads, you notice markings that are very reminiscent of abjuration spells.
Okay.
Yes, abjuration.
Not the type of abjuration you're used to,
Certainly not.
but something related.
Okay.
That is interesting. I would have thought something like charm. Like,
Well.
I greedily say to Felix, something like what you did to me.
Oh well, that's more of that's an enchantment.
Not to interrupt, but we found what we were looking for, and it's time we headed back.
Do you want
I
us
agree.
to fix
Let's head to
them?
the city.
Fix them.
Will go.
I prefer not. I prefer to. My job was to return them as is.
Do I get the feeling he's concealing something when he says that?
Yeah, I'm like suspicious of this
Inside.
thing too.
Yeah, I just think
That's
he's
a
trying to do
good
his job.
question. Did you find him like this?
Shit. 10.
16?
He turns to you, Felix, and says, "Well, truth be told, I hadn't met them before today, but pretty clear they're the ones we're looking for."
Why is that?
He seems to be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Why?
Well,
Yeah.
You got a short memory, don't you? I said a couple people were kidnapped from the Atoji estate.
Right.
We
but I'm
were
saying,
sent to look for them.
how did you know that those were the ones? You don't seem to know what they look like.
We had a physical, verbal description.
Ah, fair.
Was Greg
Right, but
part
what I'm
of
saying
that
is-
description?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have stopped them if they were pink. I mean, maybe
I
just
pick up
because they're
Felix.
interesting.
I pick up Felix. I think small one is trying to speak.
Yeah.
I said, look, thank you. Well, were they all grey and catatonic when you found them, or did you do that to them?
Nah, they were like that. Strangest thing. I mean, lives in danger, fire everywhere, swords a-clanging, armor a-clanging, teeth flying,
Sure.
ugly red beards, and they were unaware.
We put him back down.
I'm a little sad.
Right.
I don't pick up on it, so.
When do you need to move?
Soon
Can we
as
leave
possible. We're leaving now. We ain't sleeping.
Yeah. Let's well, if we can catch a ride with you, let's head back to the city together.
I look over at the cart. Is it totally destroyed?
The cart's gone, and as you take a closer look, you notice that there are also the burnt carcasses of 2 horses,
Damn.
just
You should like
annihilated
that, right?
in the middle of the road.
Because you like horses.
Yeah.
Sexually.
So you like horses sexually?
Why would I like horses sexually?
Because you said so last time.
I
Get-
did not say that.
I'm sorry. Can you wake up? Can you untie and then wake up the bearded one?
You
I take
want
it-
to be... Isn't he dead?
No, he's
No,
not.
he's
not.
I knocked him out.
He's taking what we call a beauty nap.
And he needs it, mate.
It's not working.
Eh, Trust me, I hear you. But if he wakes up tied up, I don't want to deal with it. Can you just untie him and wake him up?
Can't you untie him and wake him up?
I can untie him. And he walks over, takes his sword, and just cuts the rope.
Your
so it just
precious
falls.
rope. While he's doing all of this, fuck, I was gonna ask
Hey,
something.
he-
You owe me a rope, mate.
He grabs him by the beard and just starts like slapping him. This is about as best as I can do. You got any of that healing magic left?
Is he dying? Was he...
No, he's just unconscious. You can spare the dying on him.
I'm trying to go, and I'm trying to bring him with.
Right, first things first. Do you have 50 feet of hempen rope on you right now?
Yeah.
Give it.
No.
Now.
Fuck off.
You cut mine.
Too bad. You hesitated. So, can you do anything?
That's not.
Alright, I got him. I'll walk up and just run my fingers through his wonderful beard.
Okay, as he
I did.
drops him
Oh,
by
gosh.
the beard to the floor.
Sorry, I'm just
Put
talking
on
about something
6 points of healing.
else.
6 points of healing. As the white energy flows from you to him, and after a moment, his eyes flutter awake. And he wakes up to the figure of this knight who's sort of straddling him, his face pretty close. Still, like, it looks better, but it's still pretty gnarly and burnt. And the guy from the red bearded knight wakes up to that sight and goes, "Good look for you." He smacks him right on the scarred face,
Oh,
and they sort of clasp arms, and he helps him up.
He said it was not good luck for him. I think you are mistaken.
We found what we were looking for. We're gonna go.
How do you plan to move them? When you touch them, you turn grey. Your cart is destroyed. So are the horses. Sorry, Agär.
He sort of like puts his hand on their like the small of their back. He says, "Walk with us," and he sort of gives them a little push, and they just start walking along the road.
Make sure to tell your boss how helpful we were.
Well, that's the thing. If you're interested in perhaps being compensated for this, you should accompany us. I can't guarantee that you walk in a day late, they're going to be as interested in rewarding you.
Are you saying so it is something beyond your control?
I don't give out the money.
Would your report include our involvement?
It would. All
Okay.
I'm saying is they might be more grateful in the moment rather than a day later.
That seems fair. We will catch up with you.
Your business, not ours.
Mhm.
We'll be at the Atoji estate. I'm sure they'd like to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. And he turns around and the other two. The red tufted beard gives Agär a look.
Oh, and he's confused.
I snort. I smile at him. You'll get me next time, mate. No worries.
I'll get you right in the beard and shave it.
Oh.
Turns around.
Oh.
Does he have 50 foot of hempen rope?
The two of them do, yeah.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Alright.
And the three knights turn around and they start walking past the caravan with the two hooded figures just walking about 20 feet.
When I think we're out of earshot, I'll start speaking up about something.
You're in the clear.
They say that you identified them from Atoji family. Atoji family is bandits who attacked us.
No.
Well,
Yes.
it is to be determined, I suppose, yes. But both people who attacked you, both people who attacked us, had Atoji family items on them.
So it's reasonable to assume that the bandits who took the two people also stole from the Atoji estate.
Yes, I suppose that is reasonable.
This is a big band of bandits.
Were they lying about that?
About what?
What?
About the bandits and the story they told us?
No.
I don't think so.
They're being quite honest, apparently.
Okay,
From what I can tell.
then let's follow them.
I am tired.
Well, you don't threaten a dwarf with shaving his beard. I start stalking them.
While they're having this conversation, can I be searching through the bandit corpses?
The guard's just very serious right now. It's just like focused, beelining to the guards.
I did already search the archer. You said I found a wand. Was it a short bow? And however many arrows and stuff?
Yeah.
Like basic equipment and the interesting wand.
Okay. You find a wand, and the wand, you can
Classic.
you can tell that the wand used to be longer,
Mm.
but each time it was used, it charred up and shrunk, charred up and shrunk, charred up and shrunk.
So
And now you have a very short nub of a wand with a darkened end.
Is that
What?
the cigar?
would I know if this recharges?
Give me an Arcana check.
12.
12. You're not quite positive, but you suspect it probably doesn't recharge.
Okay, I lean over to Riley. If you are in trouble, use this.
I don't like smoke.
In Draconic, I say it is one of fireballs.
Take it.
Cool.
Okay, you take it.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys are.
He wants to search the bodies.
Did I find anything on the bandits?
You find did find one.
Do they have 50 feet of hempen rope?
Yes, one of them does.
Okay.
Give me an investigation check, or did you already?
No, I didn't. Oof, that's not good. 14?
14. You find some rudimentary weapons, swords, and
Okay.
bows and arrows and things, a light crossbow. But after rooting around in a few of their pockets, you pull out a map. And the map is a much higher quality version of the map that you were given to get to Solonaktu. And on the map, there's a road that continues eastward, and then one that crosses north, and there was a slight circle around that intersection.
Where we just were?
No, it was like beyond you. Like, you can tell by looking at the map, it's probably another day and a half journey east of the Wolf Town.
Do we know Felix got this, or just he knows?
I don't know. It's up to you, Felix. Are you concealing this?
Well, while they were conversing, I was over there just scourging.
I mean, it's in the same area.
Yeah, so I wasn't particularly hiding, but not particularly public about it either. But I mean, in either way, I'll be walking over. I'm gonna chuck the rope up at Agär.
Okay. I'm not there.
I
followed the guards.
Okay.
You
Still
left
stalking them, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, this is all happening kind of simultaneously.
That's fine. So
So
no,
he's off.
I'll wear the rope like a sash.
He's off like 40, 50 feet ahead of you guys.
That's all. We'll catch up to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll gesture to the group. Hey, come on, let's go. I found something.
Okay.
Okay, nobody die. Pinky swearsies, let's go.
Fair enough. So as I'm going to start walking forward, like opening the map like in front of my face, so I can't see where I'm going, and I'm just like describing what I'm seeing on the map.
Okay, and as he does so, you guys get both a clear visual and a clear verbal description of the map.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys walk double pace and eventually start to catch up to Agär.
Mm-hmm.
And Agär is about, let's say, 100 feet behind the Atoji guards.
I don't want to lose them out of sight.
Okay, yeah, you can keep them
Even nighttime with my dark vision?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you can keep... If you want to get closer, you can.
Yeah, I want to be like 60 feet.
Sure.
Like wherever I can see them, make sure I can still see them.
They were all human, right?
Yes.
You'll
They
be fine.
probably have a torch.
Yeah, but
I'm
60
holding.
feet away.
I'm
is
holding
difficult.
onto a net, and I'm thumbing kind of the side of the blade, just like feeling the sing, and just like staring at the one guard with the red tuft beard.
This side of a guy is creepy.
And as you do this, after
always
after a
do.
few steps, the air of the night seems to coalesce near your feet into the form of a wolf, as it is now visibly padding alongside you. It looks up.
I barely notice.
It looks over at the guards. You can tell you're distracted, but now it's just padding next to you.
Eventually, if I do notice that the wolf is following, I don't really pay attention. Like I'll notice that he's there, but I'm not going to address it. I'm just like staring.
Right. Okay. You guys continue in this manner, and after about an hour or two, you realize they're pushing through the night. They're going. They're not stopping.
Okay.
If we push through night, we make it to Baytons, yes?
In about the middle of the day. Noon to 1.
It is not ideal, but I am okay with it.
You will all take a point of exhaustion if you follow them.
Mm-hmm.
Did we
No
catch up to Agär?
concentration save, just exhaustion?
Yeah.
You didn't sleep.
Right.
Okay.
Felix?
For a dwarf?
Did I catch up to Agär?
Yeah.
So I said, all right, look, so I'm whispering. So, you can go to bed, or do you want to go get a close look?
I just say, I'm good. Do what you want.
I said, I can get you closer if you want.
Oh, get me closer. I thought you said you wanted to get closer. No,
No,
it's
I can
fine.
get you.
No, it's fine.
Alright, so we heading to bed?
No, I'm following you. Do what you want.
What? Fuck all then, alright. Well, just in case, I'll cast invisibility on Agär. And I'll go return to the other two.
Aren't we all following?
Yeah, but he's gonna scurry ahead to match Agär.
So you guys watch as Agár's form disappears from sight, but you can still hear his footsteps on the gravel road.
And the occasional sing.
Why did he do that?
As I walk back up to the other two, like, alright, well, it appears that he's gonna hold throughout the night. You guys wanna bunk down here or travel on?
Is he going to collect reward?
Probably.
Tell
Well, I think he's just pissed off about the beard coming.
Oh,
Partially.
so what is his plan? Did he tell you plan?
I don't think he makes plans.
Oh. How does that work?
We should just go.
Go as in follow them.
Sure.
I am okay with this.
We sleep when we get there. They have to have a pretty nice house, right?
Yes, I'm inclined to think so, and I think this also saves 1 day of our mission time,
Cool.
right?
Roughly, yeah.
Alright,
Yes.
fair enough.
So you guys continue. Agár, you have an hour of invisibility. Do you do anything with it?
Nope.
Okay. After
Alright,
about
good use of a spell slot.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to.
I know you're fine.
after about an hour, Agár's form begins to reveal itself as he continues trudging on. You can tell, as you guys are staggered by about 20 feet behind him, you can tell that his traps are clenched, and you can see his forearms. His veins are popping out as he's clearly gripping.
Antoinette.
He's clearly gripping Antoinette, and she's
They're called the Maidens.
in fury.
And I have Antoinette and Elizabeth, and the other four are still getting their names.
As he is being revealed, I look up at Riley that's what that smell was.
What?
Smell.
Never mind.
Smell. I thought you said spell.
Okay, you guys
Those are close, yeah.
You guys continue. Nothing eventful happens. Eventually, the nighttime is replaced by daytime, and the birds start chirping. And, the temperature increases quite dramatically, and you just notice they're just pushing on. I mean, their step has slowed a bit just from exhaustion, but they're continuing to move. And the two individuals that they're leading to the Baytons are just keeping pace with them.
The individuals are willingly following?
Yeah.
Okay.
About midday or so, just over the horizon, you begin to see the familiar city of North Bayton. What first strikes your vision is that the landscape changes from the green prairies that now surround you, and the pastel colors of the Baytons come to sight. Reds and oranges, soft browns and yellows. As these very wide and elongated buildings become visually perceptible. The buildings have adobe walls with rough plaster and sort of a stucco exterior. There are terracotta tiles that line the roofs. And as you begin to get closer to the city, you notice that the buildings aren't arranged in any sort of structured or grid-like fashion. In fact, the buildings are arranged in a very haphazard fashion as they are placed around the canals that carve up the Baytons into a sort of labyrinthine type of shape. So you guys approach the Baytons, and the familiar sights, the familiar sounds, the familiar smells of cooked breads and exotic plants come into your senses.
I assume we are at the gate of city at this point. I assume we can just walk in.
Yep.
Okay. So, do we go to Atoji or do we go to Dryfus?
We follow these dudes, no?
Well, might as well collect reward first. Then deal with the lawyer.
Okay, in that case.
I do not want to go to Dryfus without sleeping.
Oh, okay. But what if Atoji did send bandits to collect scroll? Do you think we will be searched? We are going to see important people anyway, no?
Maybe we should put the scroll in a safety deposit box. Also known as a safe deposit box.
I was thinking perhaps one of us does not go.
Oh,
I don't know.
who should not go? You or me? I don't trust them.
I'm not actually.
I suppose I can
participating in
stay
this conversation.
if you prefer. Or would you rather I go?
I don't care.
As you guys are having this conversation, you've moved into the city of the Baytons, and you're passing by these buildings with soft brown and orange stucco on the sides, and you begin encountering the actual populace of the town. And you notice that most of them have a very similar attire to them. Most of them wear a customary kind of sash / cape, where it starts over here in the upper left. It comes across their right elbow, and then comes across the back, and then back up over here. So they wear that sash. It's very impractical, but it's very stylish as well. And the sash is pinned to their clothing with an emblem. And as you walk around, you notice that different people have different emblems on this sash. Underneath this top layered sash are, again, soft linens that come down and are tucked in to pants. And the pants are long and flowing. They're very thin, almost, but not quite see-through. And the pants, this very thin material, flares out at the bottom, almost like bell bottoms. And they swish and dance with this very uppity, stylistic air to them as these people move through the town. You can hear their sandals and their flip-flops making noise against the cobblestone. The attire is very deliberately impractical and ostentatious, much like the architecture of the town.
Did we come here during one of the festivals?
You would have learned from your short time in the Baytons before you left for the Wolf Town that they don't exactly have festivals per se, but they do have events on the weekends where the top 5 rich families put on some sort of event. So this does not seem to be one of those events. Your calendar tells you that it's currently Wednesday, so the events start Friday. You guys made it back a day early, and you left on a Thursday, and you made it back a day early. You had a week to do the trip. Okay, so you notice that the guards had walked. They cross over a small bridge that goes by a canal, and you can see there's a young human in red linens pulling his way across underneath the bridge as the 2 guards go over it and continue walking. And then after a while, the 3 guards and the 2 individuals, they stop in the middle of the road and they look back at you, clearly waiting for you guys to catch up with them.
Do I see an inn anywhere?
Perception check.
14.
14. Yeah, you saw one inn called the Gears Respite.
The Gears?
Gears Respite.
Okay. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm tired.
So I suppose you will stay. Okay. Okay. I will
Okay.
accompany these two.
Okay, so you're staying behind to. Okay, so you walk into the building, and immediately inside, there's a very appealing smell that hits your nose. It's like lavender clay. It's weird. It's a very weird mixture. But there's a person behind a desk, and they greet you, and they offer you a room. And the room is 15 gold per night.
Bоже moj.
Does that come with the breakfast?
It does.
It is per room though. So that's good. I'm not there. But
Is it breakfast time? It's like afternoon, right?
It's like close to 2 in the afternoon.
Do you have any leftovers?
Are you looking for food or a room?
Both.
We can provide a room. And as you take a moment to look around, you realize this place is really ritzy and fancy. There's like sort of potted plants in the corners, and they're all decorated really nice. And you realize you probably walked into one of the more expensive lodgings. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take a room, and I'll eat my rations.
Okay, so you slide 15 gold. They give you a key and they give you directions down the hall.
Oops.
So what are you gonna do in your room?
Well, I'm not going to sleep until they get back.
Oh,
I tell her that if you see a really tall black dragonborn with these super cool blue eyes come in, and this weird ass dwarf with this scar across his face, and a really short dude who looks like he's fancy but he's really not, come in, tell them to come to my room, please.
I will make a note of it.
And I give her 5 silver.
She looks at it and then, dear, maybe you should keep that.
Oh.
I'll say mohawk.
If you insist.
That's true.
Okay, so you retire to your room.
Yeah.
Okay, the rest of you, the guards are waiting.
I've become closer to the guards. I'm like probably 10 feet behind them, 20 feet, 15 feet behind them.
Yeah, I guess Felix and I'll catch up.
Okay, so they're waiting for you. And the one with the burnt face turns around to greet you.
Mm-hmm.
You could have just walked with us.
It's fine, mate. Don't worry about it.
So you coming?
Aye.
I didn't get it either, but I figured I'd stick with them. So yeah, let's go.
What are we to expect when we walk in there?
To the Atoji estate?
Yes, I've never been to a place like this.
Some formalities, some excitement,
Hmm.
and then who knows after that.
Just tuck your shirt in.
Okay.
Just try to speak properly, stand up straight. Just follow my lead, right?
Do I have anything with the Yinthor symbol on me? I didn't take my working leathers with me on the journey.
You tell me.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I would, but I don't.
Can I assume that I have an infinitely refilling tub of hair gel?
Sure. It came with your shirt.
Awesome.
Infinitely refilling cup of grease.
Yes. Slick back the hair a bit. Get myself a little fancier. Make sure my shine's on.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the harbor, where there's a ship that's about to depart, and you follow the 2 guards onto the ship.
Oh shit.
And you sit down as the ship is now sort of it's at capacity and it's beginning to leave the dock. As it pulls away from the dock, there's an individual that walks up to the sort of the central mast, and he just puts down a large container, but it's very nice and ornate, and he walks away. And then after a few moments, you notice that people are walking to that container, and they're thrown in gold.
Why are you throwing gold into container? I stop one of the random people.
Oh, a visitor! As you turn towards this guy who's got kind of like a beret on, he thinks he's something special. It's I mean the ferry is free, but I mean a person of our stature doesn't need charity, so we donate.
Oh,
Ferry's owned by the Yinthor family, mate.
should I be putting gold in this thing?
If you want, won't matter. I work for the family, so I don't.
I see.
It doesn't hurt to donate. I'll flip a gold in.
Okay. I'll put 1 gold in as well. Actually, how much gold do I have? Let me just check that real quick before I go throwing away anything I don't have. I'm good. Yeah, I'll toss in gold.
Okay.
Toss in.
Do the guards that I'm following, do they put gold in?
2 of them do.
The Redbeard doesn't.
The Redbeard doesn't.
I
see
make
you
real
going
good close
slowly.
note of that.
I'll say, here, I got it. This will make you feel better. You know, like a hand on the rope that I'm wearing is a sash.
I put it on my belt. Thanks, man.
And Agär, you notice that as you walked into the city, the vapor form of the wolf kind of dissipated into a very soft cloud, and it's no longer visible. But every once in a while, you can feel a brush of kind of like cold air sort of sweep your calf, and you get the sense that's probably the wolf
Okay.
nearby.
I do whatever, like, head motion or whatever to acknowledge the wolf and be like, I understand that you're with me, buddy.
Okay, you guys travel across the bay for 2 hours.
I walk over to one of the guards and I go, the people that we are going to meet with you,
Yeah.
are they of great influence?
They're one of the 5 families, yeah.
So we are meeting with head of families.
One of them, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that a problem? You don't sound too happy. Most people would be thrilled.
I'm pretty thrilled. I'm excited.
It is fine.
No.
Yeah, your face says otherwise.
Maybe my face should be the one they see first. Yeah?
I don't have problem with that. What is how does my face I speak? How does my what is Riley?
As you look around, concerned and a bit disoriented.
Yeah. I write that down.
The guards pull out a pipe and they start smoking it, passing it around. Meanwhile, the two individuals are kind of swaying slightly, looking out over the banister. After a couple hours, the ship docks, and you make your way down a ramp and into the South Baytons. You continue along the cobblestone pathways. Every once in a while, you'll stop, you'll hail a gondola as someone sort of pulls on by, stops, allows you all to get in the boat. And then along with the guards, it's quite a big gondola. You guys get in, it kind of rocks a bit, and you push off, make your way through the city in a very like serpentine fashion, getting a bit lost and disoriented. But eventually you get out to a large estate. And the estate has an iron fence, and in the middle of the iron fence is that same braidal pattern. It's not actual gemstones, but it's the pattern. It's the image of gems and diamonds and emeralds laid out in a circle-like fashion. The guards approach. There are 2 other guards at the gate, and when they see these 3 approach, along with the 2 individuals, they get very excited and they immediately open the gates, pushing to allow them in, and then one of them just starts running inside, presumably to hail someone.
One of the guards that are greeting us.
Yeah, they weren't really greeting you. They saw,
Right, but
yeah, precisely.
Okay.
Precisely.
I will attempt to like, hey, Oni, you want a few good tips?
What do you mean? What are you referring to?
Well, just being civil.
Oh, Am I not
You see,
civil?
you are entirely civil, but when it comes to royalty, or just little things that you wouldn't even imagine being important are pretty important. So
Oh.
just little things like, if I could just straighten out your arm a little bit, I kind of like make detailed notes of like a little polish off here, like you got a little bit of blood here.
Oh.
Having been in the habit of kind of being presentable in this town, just out of pure exposure, I subconsciously have been adjusting my armor appropriately.
Okay.
Anything that he's pointing out, I'm using my mage hand to correct because I'm afraid that my clawy hands will ruin it.
Okay. So you guys make yourself presentable as you approach, and there's just a small staircase, 4 or 5 steps. You walk in, and you walk into a large antechamber, and immediately there's an individual that appears to be a butler. He's wearing the yellow linens with the emblem up in the left-hand corner, and he leads you out to the left-hand way. You guys walk down the left-hand pathway, and then you walk into sort of a tucked-away courtyard in the back of the estate.
I want to be keeping an eye out for like anti-magic field items or things like that. Something that would cause some kind of anti-magic field.
Okay. Perception check.
Fuck. 3.
Yeah, nothing particularly stands out.
Okay.
You guys make your way out into the courtyard. You have a seat at a table, and after a few minutes,
Oh, the guy leaves us?
he leaves you. But then it's like as soon as he leaves, a few other servants walk in. Again, they're all wearing the yellow linens, and they immediately start putting down like cups of water with ice and like small snacks and bread like on plates and fruit and things. Like they're treating you to a small.
I assume the guards are with us too,
huh? The guards have broken off.
Okay. I want to ask Felix. It would be civil, yes, to show one's true form to important people, yes?
True form?
Yes. Like if you were hiding something.
I suppose, yes.
I'm going to use my item and I'll turn into the tiefling.
Mind you, there are servants around who will see you do this.
Do I get the impression that they're going to leave and there will be a gap of time before the important people show up? Because last time the guy left, people just showed up about the same time, so I'm not
It's a
sure.
gamble. Are you a gambling man, Oni?
You know what? I'll wait for when they start leaving, when they're facing away from us, to do it.
Do I know this about you?
You do.
You do.
Okay.
You're a tiefling?
You don't know anything.
Okay. So the servants they clear their platter and they turn around to start leaving.
As they start leaving, I'll do the thing.
And so what? Describe the tiefling that now presents itself.
So, from the huge-ass black dragonborn, you see about a foot shorter tiefling, completely jet black tiefling, same as the dragonborn with cerulean piercing eyes. There are these 2 horns that go from the forehead up. There's silver hair, and it's pretty much the same armor, but given the pointers from Felix, making an attempt to make it more presentable. And that's all the parts that would be more demon-like or devil-like rather are in fact more devil-like. So he has like hooves and stuff like that, and the eyes don't have pupils; they're just straight colors.
Okay.
Take one step back, but then like quickly ready myself back up and you're fucking what now?
I smile, which is an
Investigation?
actual smile.
Investigation check? Is this an illusion?
Go for it.
9.
For all you know, this is me, baby.
Hard to tell.
Alright.
As Felix is in the process of like kind of reaching out and kind of squinting his eyes to take a closer look at the now tiefling Oni, there's a commotion as double doors open out, and a very short but very commanding woman walks through the doors. She's got short cropped hair that's nice and finely layered. She has purple nails and purple gems on each of purple rings on each of her fingers, and she walks in a very soft blue linen that ties around the waist and then flows out from the bottom. So it's kind of tighter on the top and then flows out from the bottom.
I'm staring at Oni and just kind of bewildered at what the fuck just happened. And I'm just kind of like, I'll wait for a better time to kind of, and then I do whatever the appropriate greeting is, like the
So you
greeting
push,
when you reach.
you push your chair out and you give a soft bow.
I'll emulate them.
And
Good afternoon.
And she walks up, gentlemen, I'm very happy to see all of you. I was told there would be a dragonborn. Apparently my servants don't know the difference between a dragonborn and a tiefling. I am so sorry about that.
I am miscategorized a lot. When he met me, he called me Gecko.
Gecko,
Yes, I don't get it.
and you are friends.
Well,
Anyway, it's none of my business. But what is of my business is that you have helped my family out quite a bit.
Who exactly did we rescue?
Who did you rescue?
Yes.
Distant family of ours.
Oh.
okay.
Grand. Always happy to bring family together. I'm very happy to do that.
I see you have a noble heart, and a noble heart should be repaid.
Oh, thank you.
Now, this is a bit of a delicate matter. We're not exactly happy that this happened, and it would be less than auspicious should word get out. I'm more than happy to repay you for the silence that you would keep about the manor. Do you understand me? And she's sitting up very sort of... She's short, but she's sitting very tall.
Human?
Yeah.
And her... Yeah, she's human,
Regal.
olive-skinned. And her eye contact is very strong and piercing. Very focused, laser-like, as it jumps between all of you.
You wish for us to keep secret? Is that what I am to understand of this?
Essentially, it's a bit, how we say, embarrassing
Oh,
that this happened to us. And so, we'd like to reward you.
okay.
We're certainly a group of people who like to mind their own business and respect the private business of others.
Yes.
It is only natural.
That's what I like to hear. So then we have an accord.
Of course.
Undoubtedly. I'll walk up to her.
Yep.
And just give a deep bow. Extend my hand and say, Felix for news today, at your service.
Halfling, and she puts her hand in your hand.
I very just kiss her, either her hand or her ring, whichever is.
Okay.
He has a ring.
A pleasure to meet you.
As you, might I bend your ear for another piece of business? I come here on behalf of King Kit of the Emerald Isles, and I was hoping I might be able to strike a conversation with you.
This is quite intriguing. I am all for conversation. And at this point, the door opens as another individual in long... He's wearing blue linens, and his sleeves are, like, long and dangling, and they're tied up at the waist. He's got long golden hair. It's very kind of feminine, and he's lavished in jewelry and finery. And there are a troop of bodyguards that accompany him. And he starts strutting through the courtyard. He walks behind the woman. He sort of reaches down on a table, grabs an apple. The woman doesn't break eye contact with you guys. She just sort of, her jaw clenches. Yes, Delaquin? What can I do for you? I heard we had guests, and I heard we got snacks. Just gonna... He begins to sort of pick around. Grab some of these. Just checking in before I leave for the day. Well, you've done your check. Now you can leave. Fair enough. Have fun with the business. And he walks off. He's strutting again. His long blue linens flowing.
Bye.
I was like going to get up to do the bow, but I don't see anyone else do it, so it's just kind of.
She shakes her head. I apologize for that. Anyway, where were we? Emerald Isle, do you say? It's quite the lavish kingdom.
It certainly is, and it's looking to expand.
Looking to expand. Interesting.
So I am here, for lack of better terms, testing the waters to see what trade routes might become available, what services can be provided or provided to. How can the Emerald Isles assist you, and how could you assist the Emerald Isles?
Well, depends what the Emerald Isles is looking for, but the Atoji family is always looking for friendship. For one, something that comes to mind is that if you could help us out with trade routes in the Western Sea. I know the Emerald Isles is known for their fleets and their ships. Perhaps that would be certainly of interest to us. And our specialty, perhaps as you have noticed, and she holds out her fingers, emphasizing the rings on her hands. Our specialties are in the gems. We can certainly trade a little tit for tat. Some of your goods for some of our precious stones. Something tells me King Bard would probably like his stones.
He does. Well, mostly the green ones. So, he has plenty, but I'm sure he'd be very happy to hear it. Well, I appreciate the opportunity. As I said, my name is Felix Beniste. I am here on behalf of the Bardic Ambassadors. You may have heard of us, the BAMS. And I am here to interview different families to see what might be on the table.
Yes, of course. I have heard of you. And her eyes sort of flutter, and as her eyes flutter, you see the purple mascara across them. She takes a grape, she puts it in her mouth, and just sort of sensually eats it as she makes eye contact with you, Felix.
I'm aroused.
Yeah, you are. And she says, "Where are you staying? How long are you staying? We should, might you consider staying here at our estate? We have quite the lodgings."
Did we catch her name, by the way?
She did not say her name yet.
Well, Miss,
and her lips tighten as she's a bit offended that you don't know her name.
should I know her name? Would Agär know her name?
She thinks you should know her name.
Does Agär know her name?
I was going to say, Felix would have done the research.
She puts out her hand to you, Agär.
I take her hand and I kiss the ring. Agär Firmfoot.
Brea Atoji.
Oh, of course. Ah, my deepest apologies, madam.
Please. So, as recompense for helping out our family in our family matters, I would like to offer you 1,000 gold, as well as friendship with the Atoji family.
That is agreeable.
How do you feel about this?
I like the.
Wondrous.
And in exchange,
Cheers.
you will keep this matter to yourselves.
Certainly.
Not a problem.
Never happened.
Where can I find you if I need to find you?
Can we send letter with that information? I have friend who found lodging, but I do not know where it is yet. I will meet with her and then we can inform you of this.
Bardic Ambassador Finista is staying with me. I'm on the north side of town in an apartment. I work for the Yunthor. So anything should you need, we'll be happy to stay in touch. Miss Brea Atoji.
You are a Yinthor. Very well.
Please know that I've been assigned to him and he to me. I am very tempted to take you up on your incredibly generous offer of allowing me to stay here, but I have much work to do. But I cannot express my gratitude for the immense generosity you've shown us.
She turns around, motions to one of the servants. The servant comes out with this big pouch, drops it on the table as your payment has been delivered to you guys. Well, I very much look forward to speaking with all of you again.
I take a deep bow and I start to turn to go.
I finish
She pushes
writing
back.
down the offer in the notebook, close it up, stash it away, take a deep bow. Lovely to meet you, milady.
Okay.
And I will walk away as well.
A couple of servants and guards lead you back out of the estate into the winding streets and canals.
I guess I will have picked up the gold.
Yeah, I just assumed someone
Yeah.
grabbed it.
Yeah. I do so very hesitantly, just kind of like...
Okay. As you guys are making your way back to the docks, you board the ship and you start making your way across the sea, across the bay. It's about a 2-hour journey. You can put money into the offering if you want. As we cut to Riley, who is
I'll put one
sitting
more gold
in
in
the hotel room. Riley, as you put down your pack and you start sort of going through your stuff, and you notice that your gold is a bit light.
What?
How much gold did you have?
180?
180. You notice that 150 of it are gone. As your gold was
You
separated,
motherfucker.
as your gold was separated into a couple pouches, you notice that one pouch, you just can't find it. You sort of, as you're sort of relaxing in the room, you're putting your stuff down, you pulling out your notebooks and whatnot, and unwinding. Something in the back of your head is like, where's that other pouch of gold? And you just cannot find it.
Cool.
Is it?
So I need you to take off 150 gold.
Oh, yeah. I had some things I wanted to do.
Okay.
Does that include what I already paid?
So you had 180 minus the 15 minus 50.
Well, and I realized that when I went to pay her.
I'm assuming you had it in multiple pouches.
Okay. So now I have 15 gold left.
I mean, if you wanted to have realized this at the
Okay.
counter, that's fine.
It's fine. I would like to... Is there a couch or settee or something in the room?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
it's comfortable. It's made of wicker. You got a nice sort of double doors that open up.
Is the
into a
floor...
corner.
Can the floor be wood?
Uh,
Or not? Whatever.
It's sort of a clayish type of material.
Okay. I would like to cast silence as a ritual.
Okay.
And then push the couch aside. And then break the floor in like a section.
Okay.
And unroll John's scroll and set it there. And then use mending to seal it underneath the section underneath the couch.
With the lupo stuff?
Okay. So she takes a moment to part the clay, puts down a scroll in there, and covers it up.
Is it like a dirt floor?
It's very hard, compact clay.
I'm imagining like Greece, the white houses iconically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but the floor is pretty nice, right?
Fairly, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
every-
so I mended it
yeah.
back over. And then I want to take the wolf masks and the robes and put them on the couch. Like there's 3 people there. And then I'm going to sit on the floor and start playing my ukulele and doing stuff.
Being weird.
Okay. Are you gonna do that for the rest of the day until everyone returns?
I mean, eventually I might just kind of pass out. It's fine.
Okay.
The guards, or the people in the Bayton armor, did they come back with us?
No.
Okay.
No, you guys were sent by yourselves.
So then when we get on the ferry, if there's like a bathroom equivalent, I'll go in there, turn back into a dragonborn, and then come back out.
Okay. You do so. Riley, after a few hours, you sort of get a bit groggy and you fall asleep, and then there's a loud rapping at your door.
Is it locked?
Yeah, I mean, it's your
Alright.
call.
I don't have mage hand. I'll just get up and answer it.
you open the door to see Oni, Agär, and Felix standing there.
Hey,
Привет.
this is my room.
We were told to come here.
I'm just kidding. You can come in.
Okay. I go in. I pull out my notebook. I was in ferry, and man said, "Your face does not say this." I said it was fine to meet the rich family, but he said your face says otherwise. What? I don't. I said words. How does my face say?
I'm gonna look at Oni and give like a disgusted face and say it smells really good in here.
But
Do you see how my face didn't match what I said?
oh,
That's it.
okay. I'll put it away.
It's a moment of realization
Yeah,
dawns on the Dragonborn's
I
face.
understand.
So, all right. At this point, we're gonna cut to a break. Grab some refreshments. And we'll pick up in about 10 minutes or so. So we'll see you guys soon.
All right.
So as always, next time.
And we're back. So, during the first half of tonight's session, our characters made their way from the caravan fight to the Baytons, where they were met with the Atoji family, who offered to reward them for their service, and also to compensate them a little bit in exchange for some discretion and some silence about the matter that had just occurred. The group accepted the deal and then reconvened with Riley, who had gotten a place at the Gears Respite over on the north side of Bayton. So we pick up with all of you in the room doing what?
As Agär walks in, looks around. Ritzy! Very ritzy. Didn't know you had that kind of coinage, lass.
I don't. Somebody stole my coins, and I look straight at Felix.
Chris, you're muted.
I knew he was guilty.
Right.
He's not even defending
That's
himself.
a long silent spell.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I just walk into the wrong spot. Shit. A lot of things, but I mean, these isn't one of them.
You are not
You
this
can-
thief?
Possibly, I'm not.
You didn't take my gold.
No.
Do I believe him?
Do you?
Is he lying?
Roll for it.
I think it's only 12. 12.
Chris, are you lying?
I mean, not that I couldn't beat them, but no, I'm not.
Shit, you guys, somebody took all my money.
I pull out the 250 gold that would go to her, and I go, and they gave us payment here.
Oh, are we just reading that now?
Yeah.
I would have been rich had I had my rest of my money.
Well, where's the last place you saw it?
In my sack. On me.
Right.
When's the last time I remember seeing it?
Not since you left the Baytons. You've had no reason for coin.
Oh, like a week ago.
That's just a good idea. We should all kind of check our pockets. Did we lose anything on the road?
I checked my pockets.
Same.
Riley's the only one missing something.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Am I familiar with this being a common occurrence of thievery?
Not that you've heard of.
Really? Okay.
I do.
Oh, it's so weird. There's not a lot of crime in these parts. Everybody here has so much. They think it's a bit embarrassing to even consider committing crime.
That's some bullshit.
No, you're just very, very unlucky, lass.
Well, we have.
I start rubbing my dragon skull in my pocket. No, I'm not.
As I give her the two, as Agär says that, part of deal for payment was to keep secret because they were embarrassed that they were attacked by bandits. I think Agär is right.
Shit. I already told Z Wolves.
Well,
You guys turn your gaze to the wicker couch and you see the masks set up kind of on the top of it, and the ornate robes are splashed down as almost to make it appear like 3 people were sitting there.
I don't think they will tell anyone.
okay then. Can I move them to sit down?
Yeah.
I look at the thing, the hooded or masks and whatever setup thing that she's got. I look back at her, back at them, back at her. Okay, good to know none of us are playing with a full deck of cards. Great.
What are the cats?
What?
It's an expression, mate. It means you're not all up here.
All,
I needed an audience. Who plays without an audience?
all up
Cool
here.
place.
The wolf.
As a wolf comes into form.
How's it, mate?
That reminds me, did you know he's a tiefling?
Right, that's right, you!
What about me?
You told them?
I did not tell them anything.
How do they know?
He just turned in like a tiefling in front of us.
Yes.
So are you a tiefling or dragonborn?
Both.
What?
It
I-
is. I.
You know, if you wanted to be, now that I think about it, less conspicuous, you probably wouldn't disguise yourself as a dragonborn. Why do you do that?
It is.
As Oni gets extremely uncomfortable.
Are you broken?
No. It is. I cannot. I will.
I'm like trying to feel like where, because I saw the foot difference. I'm trying to like feel.
He's back in Dragonborn
Yeah.
form.
And he feels like a dragonborn.
If you reach out to touch him, yeah.
It's not like an illusion. It's like a foot makes
Correct.
a foot taller.
It is not. Stop. It is not important. It is.
It's very important, mate.
Well. Yes, but you do not need to know why, or at least not yet. It is actually better for all of you not to know.
As you guys are having this conversation, you can see the sun beginning to dip because you got this big double door window that looks out over the city, and you can see the sun begin to dip. As you imagine, you probably have about 2 hours of daylight left.
I'm gonna like suddenly feel all the exhaustion kind of wash over me as I've been so pent up and kind of
Sure.
angry at the dude with the beard.
Yeah.
I just kind of like, I have an idea. Let's go out. We're gonna go. I'm gonna give you Agär's guides to the Baytons. We'll go to the Art Tavern. It's owned by the Rainier. Great place. Wilbur, good mate. I mentioned him earlier. He'll take care of us. Give us some good drinks. We'll have a relaxing evening. Leave a message for Dryfus. He'll meet us there tomorrow. That way we have a good night.
You want to go out and not sleep?
Oh, we'll go out for a few hours, just an hour or two. You still got daylight. So we'll go out, have some dinner, my treat, right?
Okay.
Then we'll go to the bar, have a few ales, call it an evening before, say, 8 p.m.
It's about 6.
It's about 6. Call it an evening before 9.
Is there place with meat and berries?
Of course, mate. Of course, I gotcha.
I'm okay with this.
Everybody going out?
Well,
I love going
You
out.
as well.
Never mind. It's fine.
do I still need to be a specific variety of civil?
To an extent, mate. But you're
Yes,
fine.
as long- you're good. Well, I mean, just from my personal taste, the tiefling was very good looking. I think you did a really good job. You look great now too. Yeah, I think you should just be yourself in whatever form that might take.
Spasibo.
As long as you're happy, doesn't matter what you look like on the outside.
Did you just say you did a good job of being a tiefling?
I think he said I look good.
Yeah, he looked good. You did a good job being civil.
I understood.
Oh, civil.
Yes.
Oh, wow, good job.
Yes. Thank
So are you guys going along with this plan? Or are you
Yes.
leaving?
Yes. He Agär said he would something about hospitality. So. And this seems good idea to. Yes. Let's go.
Okay. You guys leave the Gear's Respite, make your way back out, and then the Gear's Respite is sitting along one of the canals. You walk along the canal for a bit. You cross over onto over this bridge onto the other side, coming into now a bunch of buildings that are more sort of yellow in their stucco. You continue for a little bit, and then Agär finally hails down a gondola, and you guys pile in, and the guy in the gondola starts pushing it. Where are we going?
One of the I don't know what the restaurants are. Give me one of the Rainier establishments. So the Rainier...
Debauchery it is!
The bushes.
Did we split the gold?
Yes.
You get 250 gold
All right.
plus secret.
And he's paddling now with his pole, and he starts whistling a soft tune to sort of...
It's a human.
Yeah, it's a younger boy, actually. He looks to be about like 16 years old or so, kind of curly red hair that kind of is a bit wild and unkept, but he's wearing the traditional kind of garb and attire. But he starts whistling a lovely tune, and he looks back at you guys. So, visitors, I take it.
My tail is splashing in the water very happily.
Dragging it along, it's leaving a little wake.
Strike up a conversation with him. So yes, I'm here visiting from the Emerald Isles.
Oh, the Emerald Isles. Then you must feel quite at home here.
It's quite nice. So we're actually heading over to the Agär Tavern, but I'm going to see if I can't convince everybody to go check out the Venom instead.
It's a very fine establishment, I've heard. So, you guys allied yourself with any of the families yet?
Well, I actually work for the Yintors, but you look very green. How long have you been with the Gandortuffs?
The Yinthors? Where's your attire?
I'm on vacation, mate.
Yeah, I do work for the Gandortuffs.
How do you like it?
Love it. It's easy going. They pay well. Nice enough people.
The Gandortuffs, they're one of the families that run the city. They own all the canals and all the channels here. Really big into the construction, if I'm not mistaken, either. Great dwarven family. Well, good. I'm glad giving dwarves a good name, giving you a good employ.
And you guys pull up, and off in the distance, just a couple, like a block away, you can already see the sign to a place called the Agär Tavern, as night is setting and shadows are elongating. And the outsides of all the buildings have small little like lanterns that people are lighting up with a little bit of oil.
I just walk in. Debauchery, is that like a more finer one, or is that's like a lower one?
Debauchery?
Yeah.
Debauchery.
Oh, that's a
is
specific spot? I thought he was making a joke about.
He
like...
was a joke.
Oh, okay, cool.
He was a joke.
Oh, I thought it was the name of a restaurant.
No.
Cool.
No, he was saying you were looking for a night of hedonism.
That would have been great, though.
The Agär Tavern's not super great, but the Agär Venom's better.
Wait, so are we going? We're not going straight to the Agär Tavern. I said we were going to go to the restaurant first. Not that
They
it
serve
matters.
food. They serve food there. If you
They
want.
serve food there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are at the Agär Tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I walk in. Wilbur! I'll have the best salted pork, a big bowl of fruit, and 5 ales. 2 for me.
You walk in to just
that came from-
I was really confused.
I was like,
Same
okay.
from Sirenscape.
Excuse you, Sirenscape.
Well done.
You walk into a very happening bar as there's a clamor of noise, of rich murmuring as people are clinking glasses and people are running around, and there's a band performing.
I sit at one of the booths.
One of the corners. It's just a nice sort of rowdy, rich feel to it. And in fact, as you push your way in. It's you have to like actually move people out of the way. And you, excuse me, pardon me. You do that sort of whole shuffle thing as you move in. Wilbur does see you. He does make eye contact with you. Motions to a booth, and you guys make your way to a booth. You sit down, and everything in here is very dimly lit. But that soft lighting sort of clashes with the clamor of the audience, and there's a small stage where people are playing in the corner.
I let them sit into the booth, and I want to sit on the outside, and I'm gonna grab a napkin and like take a piece of take like an inkwell out or something, and just like write something real quick and hand it to Wilbur, whoever's serving us.
Okay. Wilbur comes over. He starts putting down empty glasses. Well, what would it be? He's got. You see this elf, pale skin, sharp ears, a tight black ponytail.
I wanted the meat with the berries.
Meat? We can make that happen.
Yes.
Salted pork, bowl of fruits, maybe some vegetables, and you know what? We're celebrating. Give us the blue wine, please. I'll have a bottle.
That's at the Venum. You can get samples here to taste.
Oh, you don't serve it here.
That's why I had wine last time.
And he sort of leans into you. God, we slip people to taste and then send them.
Oh, true. Right, then just ale.
I can give you all a taste, but
That'll work. That'll do.
all right.
Didn't work. Okay. Ale is fine. Taste is fine too. Whatever that is.
You see a bug trying to go into our ale and like it doesn't work.
There you go. That was impressive.
Okay, so it's super crowded in here. It's super sort of loud and noisy and raucous. You guys have a booth. Eventually, after a few minutes, Wilbur and one of the servants comes back and they put your drinks down. And a very small cup with blue liquid in it.
Before Wilbur goes, I give him the note that I wrote down.
Okay.
I also want to flag him, Wilbur. That flask I bought off you, it was really nice. Where'd you get it done?
That one was a family heirloom, but
Wow.
heirloom's a bit strong. It was given to me by a shitty uncle.
Oh, okay.
But
You took the dude's shitty flask?
I'm glad you liked it.
Yes,
It's
you
okay.
know, I didn't take it. He gave it to me. I asked him if I could buy a flask from him, and he just handed me one. I didn't even expect it to be nice.
That's weird.
That is nice of him.
So if you were going to get flasks custom made in town, where would you go?
Custom made? Well, honestly, depending on how fancy you want to get with it, I suppose you could go to the Atoji jewelers and have them encrust one from the ground up. But I wouldn't recommend associating with the Atoji. You're better off buying something from the Rainier family, and we'll treat you better.
What is
Interesting, alright.
problem with
I'll make
Atoji?
note of that.
Yeah, they're a bit stuffy, you know, like to show off all the lavish jewels, and they don't know how to have fun. We know how to have fun.
True.
Stuffy. You mean like they like a lot of stuff?
As the realization begins to dawn on him of Oni's understanding of language, it's exactly what I meant.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
this one.
You got it, Oni.
I'm
Yes.
putting tobacco into the pipe.
Sure.
Okay.
Wilbur sees you, and he slides you some of his own. Try this stuff. It's real good.
Thank you. By the way, the note I gave him was the details for Dryfus to meet us tomorrow here.
So you gave it to him. He walked away, brought your food back, and then you guys are having this conversation. And then Agär, you see him. He makes eye contact with you and gives you a wink.
Okay, cool.
When he brought the meats and stuff, did they include silverware?
Yes, they
Okay.
did.
Are they apt for my hands?
Uh,
Size-wise?
they're a bit tiny,
Okay.
but you're sort of used to working with things that are not quite built for a 7-foot-tall dragonborn.
I get to it. I'm just gonna put berries on whatever bite I'm taking.
While you guys are having your refreshments and your drinks, people are sort of moving around. Give me a perception check.
All of us?
Yeah.
My passive is 15.
21.
24.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. A few of you notice that there's an older, about middle-aged woman. She's a bit plump, and she seems to be chasing a small boy. She goes, "Get back here! Get back here!" And she's the boy's kind of like running around, and he's giggling. And he's, "You're driving the people mad! They're going to kick us out! Darren, come back!" Eventually, she catches up to the small child and picks him up and puts him on and just starts walking back to her booth.
Does the kid look like the Darren we know?
I didn't notice this, right?
No.
Cool. 7.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
I mean,
this is very good. Thank you, Agär.
they're both human, similar complexion. She picks up the small boy and they go back to their table and she starts trying to like force feed him, like giving him a little bit of meat, but then like just like quickly trying to put like some carrots on there and like trying to get him to eat his vegetables. And meanwhile, she's like taking a sip of her wine and laughing with a few other people.
Does she have a wedding band?
She does.
Was it a yes?
Yeah, she does have one.
Crap.
What do we do?
I signal Wilbur, and I kind of like I want to tell him to give them like another salted pork for them, like a big one.
This will make it all right.
No, that's not why I'm doing it. But
What else can we do, man?
and if she comes to ask about it, I'll continue.
You want to feed that family?
Just a nice salted pork.
Any-
Just a good one.
Reason in particular?
It's a child, isn't it? It's a working class mom.
We like the name Darren.
Fair enough, it's a good name.
Strong name. Very strong name.
To Darren it is. Salted pork. He turns around.
As soon as he walks away, I kind of quietly to the group, remember, that never happened.
That's not right, mate.
We can't tell
We
anybody.
made a deal.
I agree, but at the same time, you swore something to a noble family that didn't happen.
Well, I don't care that they were a noble family, but the essence is true.
You made a promise, you took payment for that promise. We don't know them.
I'm gonna keep eating and pondering.
Okay.
Take a.
I just kind of genuinely look over to Felix. I don't know who you are talking about. Who is
Right.
them?
It's. Well, to use your own words, it's better you don't know.
Okay. I keep eating and drinking.
Okay.
Gleefully, as much as it appears, you know.
And the Wilbur just sort of instinctually just comes by and keeps your drinks full and refreshing things.
I do the elbow thing because I assume I'm, you know.
You stand out quite a bit, and every once in a while there's a few of the regular townsfolk that walk by and they got a drink and they stop and look at you. And they
I don't notice this.
Yeah, no. And then they continue on their way.
Wilbur, would it be terribly poor form for me to run over to the
Have
Arvinum,
my own.
get us a nice bottle of goblets of the blue stuff and bring it back here?
Yes. I mean,
What is special about this
mate,
Seriously.
they're gonna try and keep you there. If that's where you belong, that's where you should go.
That is where I belong. This is a wonderful establishment, don't get me wrong. but
Don't lie to me. This is a wonderfully fun establishment.
I like this place.
And as he's saying this, you see a band actually take stage over in the left part of the room. And then a couple people sort of, they make space, they push some tables aside, they start dancing around in circles, and then they, clinching elbows and moving around and twirling and whatnot.
I pull out my pan flute. Well, do you mind if I join in the fun?
Go for it.
Alright. I'll start scampering over on stage. Have I ever seen Riley? I've seen Riley play the ukulele, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know if you've seen her play.
You saw me.
Sing.
Yeah, no. I answered the door, so no, you didn't even see it then.
Right. No, so I've only heard her sing though. So just I nudge, or not, I gesture over to Riley, like, hey, come on,
What?
let's go play.
I
Come
don't
on.
Play music. Yes, please. You are delightful.
See, look, he knows you're delightful. I've heard you sing. You got a beautiful voice.
But I don't want to eel the whole bar.
You don't need to heal. You don't need to infuse it with magic. Come on, have some fun.
I always have fun.
She does.
I'm gonna start playing my pan flute and just like skipping. Oh, good. Can I get a persuasion check?
No, if it's player versus player, I want you guys to convince each other.
What will you give me if I play?
My heart.
I don't want that at
Well,
all.
that sounds like bad deal for
Your
you.
art is probably very tiny.
And you will probably die.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I'm
I bet
married.
you'll smile. I bet you'll have a good time. So, well, alright, so I'm just gonna start I'm gonna just jump and click my heels together and start playing my pan flute.
Okay, are you making your way to the stage with the band?
Yeah.
Okay, you walk in and you make your way playing your flute, weaving your way through the crowd, and eventually you reach the stage where there's a human with a fiddle, one with a banjo, and one with a little rudimentary drum kit, just a couple like a drum and a snare, and they're playing, and so you start to play along with them. You join the rhythm and complement it. Give me a performance check.
At disadvantage.
That's right, you're exhausted.
I am exhausted. I'm gonna use luck on that one though.
We are all exhausted.
Mhm.
That's why I'm just chilling back and drinking and eating.
18.
18. So the song changes rhythm slightly, and at first you're a bit off put by it, but you catch on to it real quick to the point where you start to steal the show a little bit as this newcomer sort of joins the performance.
I'll make sure to let the fiddle player have his solo.
Right. Okay, you back off at certain points to let the musicians step forward and shine, and you join the crowd as well. You jump in and you start going around in circles as they're dancing around. You kind of get lost in people's feet, so you come back to the stage.
Oni's got a real big dragon smile. His tail is kind of tapping along with his foot, and he's kind of swaying.
Okay.
With it.
As you guys are watching,
Still eating.
As you guys are watching Felix perform, Gar, on your shoulder, you feel the claws dig into your shoulder as you look back and you see a pair of bright red crimson talons.
Hey, boss!
And you look back, leaning backwards, and the hand is connected to a red-skinned tiefling with very tight leathers, short bow. Actually, no, she doesn't have any of her weapons. Just short leathers. And very
slightly aroused.
She's very tall, very lean, very muscular. Her leathers are sleeveless, and you can see the muscles outlined of her skin. She puts her hand on your shoulders. The bearded scar. Back from your vacation.
Right, looking forward to get back to work, boss.
And she doesn't even ask. She just sort of sits down and sort of sidles next to you.
I signal to Wilbur
As you do that, she takes your drink and just starts.
Naturally, I take out my flask and I cheers her.
So, how was your vacation?
It was very eventful, very eventful. How was the week without me?
Better. Not quite as smelly.
So funny.
But I miss your stench. And she puts your hand kind of around you. She starts sipping.
I'm drinking and I'm just like letting her like lean over me. It's like, yeah, I missed y'all too. I missed a lot. How's the zoo coming along?
It's coming in.
I guess I'll find out in a couple days.
Yeah, things are in development. We've got a bit of a surprise coming up.
Oh.
Should be here in a few days. Hopefully in time for this weekend's event, but we'll see. And as you're having this conversation, her tail sort of flicks out from the table, and it's kind of like the classic fin with the triangular demon, and it sort of wraps around like a loaf of bread, and she tucks it from her tail and she starts.
Now, the event this weekend upcoming, it wouldn't happen to be a Colosseum event, would it?
I mean, the Coliseum's kind of always going on the weekends, but that wasn't what we were shooting for. That wasn't the primary event this weekend.
It's too bad. You see, there's an Atoji guard I thought would be fantastic for the Colosseum.
I thought you got along with the Atoji.
Oh no, they're great. There's just this one guy. He's got a red beard, kind of a bit of an attitude. I think he might entertain the gang with one of our more special beasts, if you know what I mean.
I mean, if you're gonna kill the bastard, you want to kill the bastard, I presume.
Oh, I'd have done that already. I want to embarrass him.
You want to embarrass the bastard. Well, convince him to fight in the Coliseum.
We don't extend special invitations.
It's kind of an open.
True.
You work at the zoo?
I collect special beasts for the zoo. CT here, Crimson Tide. Oh, I'm so sorry. Where's me head? CT. These are a few travelers I've met. Oni, Riley. Is Felix still...
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
and dancing around.
And you remember Felix over there.
You see he's doing a little jaunt with his flute, and there are people.
I'm rivet dancing.
He's dancing, and there's someone with a cup of ale, and they're sloshing it around. And you see a bit of their beer kind of spills on Felix's shirt, and he sort of gives finger guns away up to the person, and he watches the stain just immediately begins to like disappear from as he's dancing around. CT goes, "Pleasure to meet you. What you having?" And then she takes your cup and just starts drinking from it.
Love this feeling.
That is this customary? I don't.
Amongst us it is.
I suppose I can share. I don't.
Calm
mind.
down, Dragon Man. We're all family here.
I don't. What?
Us outsiders.
Okay.
You're more
Two.
families than you think.
Do I seem? Is my face upset?
No. It's something me. It's upsetting me.
As you do that, she goes, "You got something in your teeth."
It's probably
And she
berries.
takes one of her long talons and kind of just picks something out of your teeth.
You are. Hello. I am Oni.
I think she likes you.
I don't get. Okay. I get up. I'm going to Felix, and I go over to where Felix is, and I'm going to start joining in the music dancing thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Now I'm legit going to join in on like the merriment and dancing.
He's a bit peculiar, that one.
just give me a performance check. I want to see how well a black scale dragonborn can dance.
Not very.
5.
I rolled a 4. I've got +1.
So you start dancing,
You
and
are
as you
exhausted.
That's true. Shit. That would have been way better. That would have been a 14.
as you're dancing, your big muscular form takes up the majority of the dance floor, and so like you sort of push people aside, and your tail smacks into people, but they're taking it in stride. They love it. They're going with it. Like it's almost becoming like a small mosh pit
Cool.
type deal.
Nice.
And
Not intentional.
They're like starting to like intentionally like bump into you and stuff like that.
I don't get it, but I'm enjoying it either way. I think it's part of the whole thing.
Yeah, they're it's like harmless
Yep.
to you.
CT, I got a question for you.
Lay it on me.
Is it common for a certain beast to have attributes of a completely separate beast.
He's not the beast.
Right, but
If you give me a vague question, I'm going to give you a vague answer. Yes, no. I don't know. What's your question,
I
Agär?
like her.
would it make sense for a human to have dark vision?
I mean, there are certain spells that can do things like that. There are certain...
Can you breathe fire or acid?
If I could, you'd have known.
Yeah, fair point.
And she leans back now, and she sort of starts unconsciously kind of running her talons across her horns. And she's got 2 red horns that protrude forward, and then they crisscross in the back, coming down
Those are
a
cool.
little
I dig
bit.
it. I
And
like
then she's
that.
got, her hair is a deep brown that's braided into a long braid that comes down to the middle of her waist.
Oh, she's cool.
And
Yeah,
she's
she's
just kind of like
awesome.
unconsciously kind of fiddling with her horns. As she,
How comfortable am I with CT?
you tell
As
me.
comfortable as you want to be, I guess.
I mean, given this, I'd totally like put my hand on her leg and like drink with her and stuff like that. Not in a sexual way, but like in a we're friends kind of way.
She takes a dagger from her belt.
Right. Fair enough.
She just took shit out of my teeth. That's alright. It's cool.
It's a little different.
It's okay. I'm not there right now.
Agär, we're friends. But I'm your boss.
Fair point.
You just got rejected.
I did. Hardcore.
No, I say that out loud.
Oh.
Oh.
Shut up, you.
What's your story, lovely?
Don't call me lovely, weirdo.
Ooh, a little fire. I
I
like
have
fire.
a lot of fire and I light my hair on fire. Or
Well,
I cast light, not
yeah.
on fire.
I was like, wow, commitment.
Well, he uses the last of the fireball. And so the bar is pretty dark with these little lanterns that provide dim light. But now that you light your hair, you become just a beacon that stands out. And your corner of the bar is just much brighter as people look over to you. A vibrant one.
Radiant, some might say.
I like it. I like it.
I put it out. That is all.
Okay.
You want?
So
You have a
if I'm
question?
seeing the lights, I'm gonna start like dancing over, and like while my feet are still dancing, I hold out my hand to like try to get people to come with me on the dance floor.
At the table?
I don't think he means you guys. I think he means anyone. Or
See,
everyone.
CT
First to you
takes
guys, then if you reject me,
CT takes a moment, looks at you.
I give her a wink.
Make a persuasion roll.
No,
Yeah.
Disadvantage. Oh, that's good. Okay. 22.
Damn.
22.
That's a
Fuck.
disadvantage?
He's broken.
Yeah.
She goes, this one's got the right idea. Agär, you've started your night early.
Yeah, well, I'm going to bed early.
That's what you would do on your vacation time, huh?
When one's exhausted, yeah, mate.
We've been up for all night.
Well, I'm here to enjoy myself,
Oh,
and so that's what I'm going to do.
Wilbur,
And she heads
shots.
she heads her way to the dance floor.
When I see her starting to like come to the dance floor, I'm going to try and move opposite of her at any given time.
You just keep your distance.
Yeah.
So the people kind of fill in between you, and they sort of come in and out.
Cool.
I take 2 shots, offer one to Riley.
Okay.
And then I get up to go dance.
I am drunk.
It's true.
I wonder how much gold I've spent on all this. This is being generous.
Yeah. A lot.
You're keeping a tab, right?
Yep. Wilbur's got a tab going.
Yeah, Wilbur's got a tab going. Yeah, just put it on my tab.
Okay. You guys continue in this fashion, dancing a little bit, coming
Into the night.
back to the table, grabbing some more food, some more drinks. Is there anything you want to do before you leave?
Nah, I'm just gonna have a good time.
I make an individual attempt to like dance with each person.
Dance with each person?
Every single one there. I accept it.
Of our group. I'll try to dance with Agär and with Oni.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you accept?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Riley, do you accept?
I put him on my feet like a father-daughter dance and dance with him.
He
I'm
accepts.
excited about it.
He accepts. Do you
I am
ask?
drunk, so it's happening.
Do you ask CT to dance?
Absolutely. She was the first one. Like I was hoping
She went to
guide
the
her.
she went to the dance floor with you. She did not
Okay.
dance with you.
She danced at you.
Around you.
Oh, she danced at me. It's on.
It's a very different kind.
She
Right.
she dances with you, but it's kind of a bit sort of condescending, like. But she humors you and she goes with it. Bearded Scott,
finally
see you in a
aware.
few days.
Right, see you then, boss.
She slams down her drink and then just walks off, leaves the bar.
Yeah, I think I'll start. I call Felix and Oni and Riley. I'm like, right, so I think we should turn it in for the night. I think it's way later than we intended it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Felix, you staying with me, mate?
Yeah, suppose so.
Okay.
What about meeting Dryfus?
I've already arranged it. I look at Wilbur and like I kind of give him a nod.
He gives you a nod as he slides you your check.
Okay. How much? What's the damage, mate? I look at the check. How much?
15 gold.
All right.
Everything in this world is 15 gold.
That's a lot.
Push me down to 80. You're like, oh, Christ, man. The Rainier's
Plus the 250.
putting the what?
You have 250 now.
No, yeah, I added.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you're down to 80.
No, I'm down to 580.
Damn.
Christ, man. Oh, the Rainier's raising their prices or something. And you know, I give him 5 silver tip.
We depended on Karen for money.
No, I give him a gold tip.
And her
He takes
playing
it.
taverns.
Shit, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Right, I'll see you tomorrow, mate.
Okay, so we meet here at what time? Okay.
Like before while I get off the stage, I yell like, "Give it up to the band!" and I drop 5 gold in the tip jar for the band.
Okay.
Cool. Give up gold. Okay.
They sort of motion for applause for you as well.
Oh,
And everyone gives a raucous round of applause.
I put in
As the
3
bar
gold.
was quite they quite pleasantly enjoyed that.
I put in 3 gold.
You guys leave.
Mhm.
You make your way back to the canals. You hop on a gondola. And now nightfall has taken full force, and you guys make your way back to your respective places of lodging.
Before we part ways, I want to tell them that the plan is to meet at the R Tavern tomorrow around dusk.
Okay.
Dusk or dawn?
Dusk.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Whoa.
so you're not going to hang out with them during the day.
I thought the
Oh
plan
no,
was
I
to-
mean we can meet tomorrow during the day, but like we're meeting Wilbur in the evening.
Is dusk too late to meet Dryfus?
Or we're meeting Dryfus. I mean.
Agär.
It was. I mean, I put in my note to meet tomorrow at our tavern, like
Yeah.
in the late afternoon, evening time.
Okay.
I guess we could be there like around 3.
3.
I figured we
seems
would
better.
go like shopping the next morning. That was my logic.
I just
I
want
got
to
some
make sure we
shopping
do
to
it in time, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. That's my concern as well.
How about this? It was whatever our prearranged timing to meet was.
If there was one.
There was no prearranged time. He said, "Leave a note and he'll find you."
Okay. Then I left a note that we'll meet him tomorrow in the R Tavern.
At what time?
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they had instructions to leave him. We don't know that though.
No, our instructions were to go back to his shop.
So, are you guys going to meet up the next day, or
Yeah.
before the R Tavern?
Right, so here's what I'm thinking we can do. I don't know what your needs are, but if you need some armory, we can go. If you need some armor or sharpening your weapons or something, there's the armory we can go to. There's the general store. Anything you might need, you think you might have any need for. Do some shopping, see what's around.
It would be helpful.
Show you the zoo.
Yes, it would be helpful to have someone who knows city who could guide us. Last person I asked was not very friendly. So yes, please.
Right, so, Felix, how about we meet them here? We're at their hotel thing.
Okay.
Tomorrow, say 8 a.m.
And let's make it 10. I'd like to do a little shopping on my own. Well, I'll wake up early. Yeah.
Alright, let's meet at 10 here then.
Okay.
Okay. You guys make your arrangements and you part ways.
Part ways.
Agär and Felix going back to the Yinthor estate, where Agär's place is. You guys going back to the Gears respite and go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll scour through my notebooks, see what theories I have, which ones I think are viable, which ones are not, and I'll check to see if there are any other interactions that confused me to bring up to Riley.
Okay.
I don't see any, so I'm good.
Okay.
I did not want to tell them about the tiefling situation.
So you showed them instead? Isn't that worse?
No, it is not worse. It is fine. It is just that I do not think that they are dangerous for knowing this, but it is better that they do not know the details in general, much less if I do not trust them yet. It is very important, it is all.
How come you have to stay hidden and CT is all like, here I am, red tiefling?
I do not know her story. It is fine.
Maybe one day you will tell me your story.
Yes, sometime. Yes.
Okay.
May I sleep on here?
You can have the bed. I'll take the couch. You're big.
Thank you. I take the bed.
You all find sleep. Riley, as you sleep, you have very animated dreams. And in one of the dreams, you see a figure that you imagine to be Lupo. It's kind of your mental image, Lupo. And you see Lupo conjuring a fireball. He's sort of shaping it in his hand, and then he sort of sends it out. And then your vision pulls back, and you see yourself from a distance. And you see yourself casting a small fire spell. And as you cast it, the spell grows and grows and grows and grows, orders of magnitude larger, until a giant fireball erupts off in this sort of black negative space. And you just hear a giggle in the back of your mind. And then your dream goes on to other adventures and other scenarios. You imagine going through the canals and causing mischief to people there. And eventually you wake up.
Oni! Had the coolest dream.
What was your dream?
You know that cigar you gave me with the fireball in it?
It was a one.
I know, it's just more fun.
Oh, okay. Mm.
I can do that, but in my dream.
Oh, fun. That is very powerful magic. It is good thing to aspire to. I did not learn that yet.
Everything's so serious.
It is, what is, I don't, this is not serious.
High five.
Okay. For me, it's a low five.
I didn't know you knew what that was. Okay, cool.
Well, you put your hand up, and I'm sure I've experienced this before.
Probably. It's probably one of the first things you
It's not
experience.
that much taller.
So is there
That's all I
anything? Is there anything you guys want to do before
2 feet
the
short.
four of you meet up?
Oh yeah, I'd like to go shopping.
Where do you want to go, Felix?
a little bit. I want to look into getting a custom flask made, and I'd like to buy flowers.
Okay. You can make your way, after a bit of asking around, you make your way to the Atoji jewelers. And they have a location on the north side of town, so it's not too far out of your way.
All right, yeah. So I also, with my background, I can get through cities twice as fast.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So you walk in, and the place it has a bunch of glass cases containing sort of smaller gemstones of every size and shape and whatnot. And, an employee greets you, and they've got the Atoji symbol right here, and they've got the sash, and they're wearing sort of pastel red clothes. And morning, you up early? What can we do for you?
Good afternoon. Yes, I'm here early in the hopes of starting a project early. I won't waste your time, but I would like to look into the cost of getting a flask made.
What's the nature of the flask? Do you just a plain old flask? I mean, we can encrust it with jewels, emeralds, golds.
Yes, I would like it encrusted with emeralds as much as possible. A large capital F.
Large.
And if at all possible, could I also have a false bottom in it that is an open and closable latch?
You do this every campaign?
I love it.
I'm going to be. I didn't get to use it in the last one.
Interesting.
Give it to Adio.
We don't normally do that, but I think for the right price we can make it happen.
Right. Could you tell me what the right price might be?
Well, tell me. And she leads you over to the glass cases, and she says, well, and she actually pulls out a notebook, and it's got 3 different sizes of emeralds. And goes, well, how large do you want the emeralds to be? And you can see there's like a 5 gold one that is like a speck, and then there's like a 10 gold one which is very like an earring, and then there's like a 20 gold one that it's a little bigger, and then they scale.
How much is that one in the middle? That's a good size.
Okay.
How much to have that, like an embroidered F on a nice like silver flask, the false bottom?
Okay, we can do that for you. Might take us a day or 2, but we'll have it done.
Fair enough. And what do the costs be?
Labor, the custom order, the false bottom, the jewel encrusted, 25 gold.
What?
Ooh.
That's it?
That's super cheap.
That's not even...
Drive a hard bargain, but
It's a simple request given
All
what
right.
they experience, I'm sure.
yeah.
Now you picked a fairly one of the smaller end emeralds. Do you want a larger one?
That was the one in the middle, right?
Which one's the one in the middle?
Well,
Cost.
there's like 6 of them.
I thought he wanted
Oh.
the F made out of emeralds.
Yeah. So essentially, like a base silver flask,
Yeah.
but like embossed out would just be like an F in emerald.
An
Oh.
F
That's
in
like
emerald.
15 emeralds.
Yeah, that's a lot of
That's a
emeralds.
lot.
I understood something entirely different as well.
That's
I thought
why
you
was
just wanted like a nice F with like an encrusted emerald somewhere. on it.
Yeah.
He said as many emeralds as possible.
Oh, he
I
did.
did
Like,
say
see,
that.
he
That's true.
said as
Yeah.
many as possible. I'm thinking like, damn, bruh.
Yeah, it's a lot. Why not
That's
just make it
very-
out of jade?
Okay,
Whatever,
now
it's
that
fine.
now that you clarify, she gives you a bit of feedback, and now that you clarify, ooh, I mean that's gonna be a bit more.
A bit.
100 gold.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
fucking
That's all
burn.
right. You got the money.
You've got the persuasion.
Just saying.
Right. All right. Tell you what. I'll give you a 115, and could I get you to just do another simple silver flask with a simple engraving, no gems on it, no false bottom.
We'll have it done.
All right. Just on it, if you could write for me. Hold on. this for note. I'm not always a jerk. That was just for work.
It shall be done.
For one of us.
All right.
I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give 115.
No jewels?
Tomorrow morning.
I'll be here.
Okay. Anything
We're
else?
poor.
That'll be it. Thank you much.
Okay. You make your way back to
I work for the
to Agär's place, and then Agär, you make your way to find the others.
Yeah.
The day is yours.
All
In the
right.
Baytons.
We got a full rest, right?
Yes, you got a full rest.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. Good.
Oh, true.
There are a couple people walking by. They're carrying carts, and the carts have various sort of breakfast foods and breads and like warm meats.
This is at the R Tavern.
No, this is kind of they're like pulling the carts along. They're kind of
Just like out in the streets?
yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah. If you want to grab some food or something.
Well, I'm actually just confused as Oni.
We had free breakfast.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I will indulge heavily in what they offered at the place. If it's free breakfast,
I have food at home.
Yep.
Is it a buffet, all you can eat?
I'll take whatever they're offering.
Oni
As long as it's meat based.
Oni cleans them dry.
Yeah. This is very generous of you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So you guys meet up.
Yeah.
It's about 10 in the morning.
Felix and I meet them at their hotel.
Okay.
Got a gondola here.
What would you like to do?
Dryfus.
Okay. So you're gonna go.
Do you want to just speed forward to that?
Kind of.
Well, I would like to get lay of land. As I have that is term. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. A lay of land for stores that I would like to. I think Dryfus his store would be good for enchanting. Yes. I think yes.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know much about him.
That is good. I would also like to know where other stores are. So I assume we do tour.
Okay. We'll do a tour. Do you guys pass by the Baz's arcane wonders? The exterior is orange stucco. There's a large bee made of metal rods. Do you guys actually go in, or you just pass by it? So are you just sort of checking it off like that's where it is, or are you going in?
Two things. Before we left to even go get breakfast, I wanted to make sure that we had the scroll.
Okay.
And number two, do I want to go into Baza's? Nah, I'll just remember to go back later after I talk to Dryfus.
Okay. You take the lay of the land, and you find various general stores, and pass by a jeweler, and you pass by a couple casinos, and will look to be a couple temples, and eventually you just kind of take your lay of the land, and you make your way back to the R Tavern. About 3-4 in the afternoon.
Cool.
I was very much enjoying the water. Just any chance I get.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Big old dragon smile.
You guys sit down in a booth. This time, the Rainier Tavern is much quieter and more easygoing. Wilbur, who's still there, seems to be working there most of the hours, comes back to your table. Back so soon? Hair of the dog, eh?
What?
You know me too well. I'll have one.
I don't know this.
I don't either.
What is hair of dog? We did not.
Cures what ails ya. He turns
Hang
around.
out, Keel.
Hangover cures what ails you. So if hangover ails me, this cures them.
Yeah, and he brings you more.
This is not. I examine it. Is there a dog hair in there?
No.
Where is hair of dog?
It's in the magic mate.
In your
and I
mind.
slam it.
I start imagining a dog hair. I go. Okay.
Just drink it, mate. You'll feel better.
I don't feel bad.
Okay.
I drink it.
You guys relax. An hour passes by. Another hour passes by.
I just don't understand if it is not hair of dog in. Why is that? Is this also expression?
A third hour passes.
There
I-
must be. Wait, is he coming?
Wilbur.
He hasn't sent the message.
We should probably go to him before we're fucked.
Yes, his store we passed a while back. Bazaar's Arcane Wonders. That is place where he works.
Alright, well, but if he does show up, tell him we went to his store, okay?
Can do.
Alright, so, let's go.
This is 3 hours in of waiting.
Okay.
You make your way
Wait,
across town.
Did we get there early?
No, we got
Oh,
there
on time.
around the time we were supposed to be.
Okay.
It was a vague note, but we don't know that. Only Agär knows that.
Well,
Maybe he's gray.
Oh.
I mean, we kind of changed it to make it in the afternoon, like in 3, like he's supposed to meet us around like 3 p.m. now.
Okay.
Instead of
He
the
didn't
original,
show.
like,
He didn't show.
Yeah, he didn't show.
Okay.
So now
So-
we're going to his store.
Okay.
So you guys make your way across town. You hop on a gondola and enjoy the ride there. Again, small younger human kind of whistles your way there. You make your way into the Baza's Arcane Wonders, where there's the hallway to the right and the hallway to the left. You make your way down the left hallway and into the room, and you open it. It opens up to a larger room that has a number of vials with colored liquid that's flowing through them. Soft fires burning underneath several vials, and all sorts of like clocks and gears and scales that are moving and like they're weighing things. And as you walk into the door,
This is fun stuff.
there are 3 what look to be employees there, and one of them is currently with a customer, and an older, looks to be human. He's got a sort of messy black hair and kind of graying white sides alongside, and he's currently attending to someone. But as soon as he sees Riley and Oni, he sort of excuses himself from the customer and comes up to you guys.
Hello.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Is this Dryfus?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, we are back.
Where's
Where is-
Dryfus?
Yes.
Oh, he's dealing with something at the moment. Something came up.
We had business with him that was to be concluded on this day.
I understand, and I can relay that for you.
He said it was sensitive matter, time
Yeah,
sensitive.
can we add like a timestamp or something so he knows we were here on time?
Sure. I can arrange that for you. Did you find it? And his voice hushes a little bit.
How do you know about it?
Dryfus trusts me.
Okay. Yes. It was found.
Can I see it?
I am
You
sorry,
are
but
not a Dryfus.
deal was to give to Dryfus.
I can give it to him for you.
No.
When
That-
you would do this,
Does
please.
this person seem honest?
Insight check.
Damn it. 14.
14. He seems genuinely interested in the scroll. You sense there's a bit of a tightness in his lips and in his demeanor and his speech.
Sorry, mate.
He seems to be withholding something,
Yeah.
but it doesn't give you bad vibes.
Okay.
If you lose the scroll, we are fucked.
I tell you what,
No one wants you to be fucked.
you had intention
I
of
don't want
giving
that
to
either.
Dryfus a time that is okay, yes?
Yeah.
We will be at what is name of tavern again? Our tavern?
Art.
We will go there.
Okay.
Let him know where we are. And he can meet us for scroll.
He looks around kind of nervously.
How long will he be?
That's the thing. Something's come up, and I don't know.
What came up?
I tell you what then.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Ooh.
A 9.
Trouble at one of our other locations.
Oh, we'll just go there.
That seems fine
Where
to
is
me.
it?
It's down to the northeast.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's not going to be... I mean, he's going to be happy to see you, to see Scroll, but he's not going to be happy.
Is he ever happy?
He seemed fine
Good
when I
point.
met him. No?
You seemed okay.
Oh, did I not? Oh boy.
He is grumpy.
Okay, I did not catch that. So northeast.
Do you?
What the
I can.
store?
I can take you there now.
Yes, please. That would be good.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, that worked.
This is a bit of a gamble.
It is fine.
This one likes to gamble.
All right.
I do like gambling.
Clarissa Mexiel,
This one.
I'm going to see Dryfus. I'll be back, hopefully.
Which one was the one that actually like handed me and sold me the items?
I don't remember. It was either Clarissa, the red-haired sort of woman, or it was Cargan, the guy you're currently talking.
I know he took my order for the first part. I don't think he's the one that actually handed me the stuff though.
I don't really remember, honestly.
Okay, well I'm gonna assume it's the girl with the red hair.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go over to her real quick,
Okay.
and the bat's gonna kind of like come out of my armor a little bit and be like, I use these items for spell.
Oh!
It is Yume.
Doesn't that look familiar?
Yes.
Where'd you find it?
It is my familiar. I summoned.
Oh, I love it! And she reaches out to sort of
Yes.
pet its albino head.
Yeah, he's into it.
You may.
Yume. Yes. It is bad. Anyway, thank
You
you.
made Petsy
I
that.
love it.
Yes. Thank you again.
I'm glad it helps.
And I turn around and leave.
You guys leave the store, make your way across town. Takes you about 45 minutes to get there. And outside this structure, you see a big sign that just says translocator with a giant B. And outside the translocator are a number of different guards. And once you sort of take a moment to look at them closely, you realize that not only are these city guards, these are all specifically Baza guards. And they have the Baza crest on their plate armor. And the crest is what looks to be like almost like a firework that explodes, and then each tendril then explodes in sort of into a fractal pattern, and that's laid on top of a book. So that's their family crest. So you guys make your way. Cargan says, "Wait here a moment. I'll see what I can do."
Okay.
He walks inside. About 10 minutes pass. Eventually, he comes back out and he's like, "Oh boy,
What?
he's not in a good mood.
That is
But
fine.
you do have the skull."
I want to insight check that,
Which part?
but he's not in a good mood.
Go for it.
I think, is he even here? Really is what I'm thinking. 18.
Damn.
18. Seems pretty genuine. He seems a bit rattled by the idea of a...
Is he fine with us giving him scroll tomorrow?
And as you ask this question, you can see Dryfus's figure emerge from the door. The door just swings open, and you see this tall, spindly human, dark complexion, come out the door, slams behind him. He didn't touch it, just some sort of force. He walks towards you all in a huff. He's a balding but tall and lanky figure, hair frizzed out, almost like sun rays. He's got a long nose with a long underbite on his jaw, and his glasses are like right on the tip of his nose, like precariously dangling on. He wears long yellow robes with sleeves that are just hastily rolled up. His robes have a number of different pockets, different shapes, different sizes, to carry a number of different items. Everything from rulers and pencils and papers to little gears that move and little protractors and things of the sort. But he also has in his breast pocket a couple of vials that are open and that they slosh around as he walks towards you guys. And he's walking and he approaches you guys, his beady eyes. "Good, you've made it.
Hello, Dryfus.
Come in,
Come in. No, not in. Over here. Come over here.
Okay.
He takes you off to a small bench.
This is weird again, right?
You have it.
Is he scroll?
We have
Yes.
found scroll. We have question.
What?
You sent Agär and Felix.
Who?
These two.
That's
to
us.
find
Right here.
scroll and destroy scroll. And yet, after that, you send.
He takes his glasses, he moves them up to his face. Let's go to peer closer, and then the glasses just like slide back down to his nose. He pushes them back up, and they slide back down.
Would you like assistance with that?
I've never seen these people before.
What?
What do you mean, what?
You told us.
I'm the old one here.
You told us that if we got the scroll and destroyed it, you would assist Felix and I to
What
get.
are you talking about?
I think he seems pretty true.
Are you well?
Why would I send someone to destroy the scroll
Wanna
that I wanted?
check for senility. Oh, it's cocked.
Yeah, did he like forget?
Oh my god. It's 2 cocked in a row.
You said you'd get us a meeting with the Baza.
I've never seen your ugly bearded face in my life.
But you fucking.
12.
Dwarves, you're so sensitive about your beards.
Oh, you bastard.
Do you have the scroll?
Can I see? Is he just misremembering?
What do you want it for?
My business, not yours.
I rolled a 22 to see if he's misremembering.
Inside, I think, is what she's going
Well,
for.
I would assume.
He seems pretty genuine. He seems perturbed and off-put.
Do you have a twin brother?
No!
Pull out scroll.
You were saying I've met you before.
Yes. In the
Where?
in the art tavern.
Dryfus.
Why the fuck would I go to the art tavern?
Felix, I think we're fucked, mate.
Dryfus.
What? When? When did this happen?
6 days time.
God bless it all! And he grabs his hair and he starts pulling, yanks out some of his hair. Ugh! My life just keeps getting worse and worse.
What seems to be the problem, mate?
Yes, please.
What happened?
Explanation there.
What do you mean? What happened?
Fucking. This happened! And he motions towards the translocator.
Now you're happening. Everything's happening.
What?
Wait.
Wait, what?
You don't have a twin, do you?
No. For the second time, no.
I want to remember, like, is this the same person? Like, I recognize this to be the same person. You gave the same description.
Yes.
This is the same person. Have you been traveling recently?
No. Blasted.
Do you have... Is there someone who would perhaps have other interest in this scroll? Someone who has access to disguise themselves as you, perhaps.
This is curious.
Quite, mate.
When we were on travel, we were attacked by bandits who had items that belonged to...
Different bandits.
Tell me more.
Christ.
Yes, we were attacked by bandits.
Bandits.
Yes, they kept trying to grab this one and kill me. Is there someone who would want to get in way of this mission?
Look, I have a lot to do. As far as I know, no one knew about the scroll, except me, the two of you, and Cogran.
Why do you? Who?
Cogrin, the person who brought us here.
The Cargren is just like, he's just cringing at
I
this.
look at Cogran, and I'm just like, have we met before, mate?
No!
I want to inside check that.
Go for it.
Is it good?
Natural one.
Nat one.
Great.
You believe him
great.
wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly.
That is fine, I have no
He's
problem
just
with this.
cringing as if Dryfus was about to explode and erupt into his own personal fireball.
We
Okay.
will deal with this issue in just later, I suppose, when it is better time for you. But
It's not a good time. You know.
I don't, but
Do
it is
you?
fine. I perhaps
You really don't.
I might be able to help if
No.
you explain. Okay. Well,
Why
I
don't you
have
explain what's going on? Why is this Why is your shit hitting the fan right now?
You have no idea.
That would not be good.
No, that's why I'm asking you. Explain to me. Give me an idea.
Is it bad time for this?
He grabs you by your green collar, pulls you into his long spiny nose, till his
You
nose
are
is like
in my personal bubble.
yeah.
This could ruin the Baza family.
Oh,
I perk
And
up immediately.
he's shaking with rage.
oh, that is bad.
Our translocator has been destroyed.
Oh,
Oh.
Baza
She
has
shuts
enemies.
you off.
Ow.
Do you have any idea how long it takes to make one of these?
Do I have any
I
idea?
don't.
16.
16. Long time. You're not sure about the precise, but you know it's a long, tedious process.
Yes, it is quite problematic to make.
Very.
Yes.
Physically or magically destroyed?
I tell you what.
Both? I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I do not want to hold you here much longer, and we can discuss this later. But
Damn, it's
given
huge.
problem that we have encountered, the other version of you promised appearance before Baza family to Felix and Agär. I would like this to be added to deal, and we will give you scroll.
I made no such promise.
Other you. They were under an impression that it was you. We would like this to be included. If you'd like to
God.
cut price, I am okay with dropping price by 100
Said the Rainier
gold.
Tavern?
Was
Aye.
it Rainier Tavern?
Aye,
Our Tavern?
Rainier.
How long ago?
A week's time. 6 days.
Roughly 6 days.
You have been duped, friend. Duped.
Yes, that is in what is duped.
Fool.
Tricked.
Oh, yes, it seems this way.
Someone's masquerading as Dryfus.
Have you ever been to the Feywilds?
He takes one of his vials and he's just shaking with it.
Oh,
As just like glass and liquid and a little bit of blood.
oops.
Oh, thanks.
Cast healing word at level 1. Jesus Christ.
Give me the scroll.
Wait, I have a question.
What?
Why do you want the scroll?
My business.
I don't have
not
problem with giving
yours.
this
I
scroll,
wanna
guys.
see if I can summon the wolf. Like, so I'm like gesturing on the side, just kind of like doing something. And I wanna like what I'm trying to do is communicate. Like, do you trust this person? Like, does the wolf trust this person?
Give me an animal handling check.
I healed him.
Damn it! I want to
7
be proficient
points.
in that, but I'm not. Eventually, maybe, hopefully. Oh no, wait! I am proficient. No, I'm not.
Don't you work at a zoo?
17. Yeah, but I'm training under CT.
17.
17.
You can feel this sort of cold cloud next to your calf, your right calf. It's kind of a familiar sensation now in the past few days.
Yeah.
And it begins to slowly coalesce into the form of a wolf. The wolf looks up at you. And then it doesn't look at Dryfus. It looks at Cargren. It pads over to Cargren. And Cargren takes a moment, and his eyes go wide. Aghast. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. There were survivors. I can't believe it. And he bends down to offer his hand to the wolf. And the wolf kind of nuzzles against his hand.
What the?
Are you from town? Small, abandoned town.
Who are you asking? Carter?
Cargren.
He looks a bit nervous. No.
Do I believe him?
That's.
Yeah, I want to insight check that.
Go for it.
I'm looking at Dryfus while
God
this is
damn it,
happening.
10.
12. I have -1.
I know.
I have +5.
Something's off about his answer.
Okay.
And Felix, you're looking at Dryfus this whole time?
Yeah, how is he reacting to this?
Like,
mixture of fury and surprise
Okay.
at the same time.
What? How do you spell the guy's name?
Dreyfus?
No, the other guy.
Cargrin.
I've never met him.
Dryfus,
and,
let us
and
conclude.
Dryfus opens his hand, extending these long, spiny, almost like spider leg fingers.
I would like
towards
us to conclude our business.
Riley and Felix.
But
Give me the scroll.
Can you hold, please?
My world is crumbling and you want me to hold.
I want you to hold because if you don't hold, it might crumble a little bit more, and I want to make sure that it doesn't happen.
I think he's holding.
Okay,
Can I read the scroll really quick?
can we back up out of earshot?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's huddle.
Okay, guys,
Mm.
stage whisper. Here's this thing.
Mm.
I made a scroll.
You made scroll.
Right. So
We
I
have two
thought,
scrolls.
like, here's this thing. There is a fake Dryfus. Well, no. That's not the thing I thought. I thought Dryfus told you to do one thing and us to do another, and if we gave him the real scroll, and then there'd be a problem because then he'd have the real scroll, and I thought he wanted. I don't know why he wanted it. It was all fucking weird. So I made a fake scroll, and you guys read that one, and I was going to keep the real scroll for us in case it was like super important and we needed it. But now this old dude is like about to explode, and then that guy was like all sad about the town, and he said there were survivors, and now I feel really bad giving him the fake scroll.
Give him the real scroll.
You made a fake scroll.
Give him the real scroll.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Good for you.
I mean, I wrote down like the real scroll in my notebook in case contingency plan C, so we know what it says.
Yes, because I would like to keep a record of that.
Okay,
I keep records of every eero.
I go over to Dryfus.
He's like picking the glass.
Okay.
I use my mage hand to assist. I am happy to. I keep trying to assist.
As you do so, he looks up at you annoyed.
Okay,
He dispels it.
fair. Oh wow.
Oh, damn.
I go. Oh wow. You are very powerful. It's beside.
Keep your magic in your own bubble.
Okay. Bubble. I write that down. Okay. I have no problem concluding deal. I simply want Felix and Agär to be added to deal. We remove payment from deal.
The deal was for money.
And
I can give that to you.
and favor of Baza family. I
I
only want
made
favor.
no such deal.
Yes, you did. You said friendship of Baza family is very valuable, more so than gold. It is why you included it.
Right, I can give you a discount at the store.
Oh,
You want a meeting
that is not
with
what I understand.
Ramabaza.
If that, yes. For scroll. Is that is what I thought deal was.
What's your name?
It is Oni,
Oni.
yes.
Oni,
Yes,
do not give me the scroll.
yes.
I will take it.
Just give it to me.
I pull
Well, I
out.
know dispel magic is very powerful, so I take that pretty seriously.
It's not that.
Give me.
Calm down, old man. I pull out the dragon skull and I take it out of its mouth, all folded up real tiny.
His spider-like fingers.
The real scroll?
Is it the real one?
Yeah, isn't that what you said to do?
So he said, okay.
That's the fake scroll.
Oh, this is a fake scroll?
And he starts to open it up.
Wait, where's the real scroll?
Oh. Very
Wait,
nice.
what?
You legit made another nice.
Wait, let me see that.
And so, he unfolds it, begins reading it,
Hold on.
adjusting his glasses.
I'm paying very close attention to everything he's doing right now.
Cogrin, you bastard. Should have told me about this earlier.
puts it in his robe. Pay the fine, people, and let us be off.
I am sorry for trouble.
I have business. And he gets up. He starts walking.
How do we get our discount?
It is with Cargreen. I'm sure it will be fine.
Okay.
I can help. And he's kind of sort of petting the wolf with like the back of his hand.
Do I see that as like a genuine interaction, or is he like...
Cargrin?
Pretty
yeah,
sure
is he like
that's-
ambitiously trying to like control the wolf of some sort? Like,
They seem to be buddies.
they seem to be buddies? Oh shit, do they know each other?
I mean, they seem pretty comfortable around one another.
Aww.
I have various questions for you.
Maybe you should give him
Yeah,
some grace.
I was thinking that. I'm like,
First
I
thing,
want to ask him about them.
do you know what that is?
What, the bracer?
Yes.
I wanted to offer it. I wanted to... Does this look familiar to me?
Can we maybe talk about this in private?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Oi, wolf. Disperse.
I think you are
That was
becoming
kind
good
of-
friends with Wolf.
Yeah,
Yes,
I love it.
Yes.
I was hoping you'd stay with me.
You guys make your way to a kind of smaller, almost like a park, where there's a singular tree with sort of fruits dangling from it. And there's a couple benches. And no one seems to be in the immediate area. Cargrin sits down underneath the tree, folds his legs. You can see the anxiety penning up within him. Okay, so I'm from Solanactu.
You don't say.
What?
Wait, you are from town. I asked you. You said no.
I was lying.
We're bad lie detectors.
Did
I
you
just
by
sigh
chance disguise yourself as your boss and have a meeting with myself and my dwarven friend over here?
Gods no, why would I do that?
Then who the
You
fuck
lied
did it?
earlier.
I don't know, but it's very troubling if there's someone out there with
They asked us to destroy it, mate.
magic. How the
You know what's troubling?
fuck
Is that I was
did they
promised
know?
an audience with the Baza family.
Calm down your tits, little one. We got bigger problems right now.
Oh no, we don't. I have a job to do and it will be done.
Don't worry, mate. I'll make sure it gets done.
You guys don't understand how bad this is. A, there's someone impersonating Dryfus.
Clearly.
B, there's
He's
another
vague.
magic user, at least is strong enough to pull off some illusions. Easy
He
enough.
acted very similarly.
C, it's someone that knows Dryfus enough to impersonate him.
You're describing yourself, mate.
And D, it's someone that knew about the scroll.
But Dryfus said it was only you, him, and us.
Unless you are lying or Dryfus is not well in the mind, which is believable, I am inclined to think that Dryfus does not have all the information.
He's admittedly a bit distracted. He's got a number of things going on, and now with the translocator put out of commission, things have gone from hectic to bad to worse.
So you asked him to get the scroll for you?
Dryfus does his own research. He's a researcher at heart. And I heard him over talking one day, and I thought there was something from the town that might be of aid to him. So I told him I was from Solanactu. And I told him that there was a scroll hidden somewhere in there.
What does it do?
Did you lie to him too?
I did not.
Okay.
He got the information from me.
What, you told us to who?
To
Dryfus.
Dryfus.
Right, okay.
Dryfus got his information from me. I haven't told a soul about this. Now I'm telling everyone, apparently.
Well, we read
Can you summon the wolf for me? Feel a bit
Oi, wolf.
uncomfortable. The wolf apparates next to him and
I'm starting to get the hang of this thing.
curls down by his side.
When the wolf shows up, I go, do you know what that is?
It's,
I am pointing at the wolf, by the way.
It's spiritual guardian of our town.
Is it Lupo?
No,
Is it Lupo's dire wolf?
not Lupo's.
That wasn't real.
Lupo
That wasn't real?
I wrote the whole thing. Didn't
You
you
wrote the whole
understand?
I thought you just copied it.
No, I wrote my own story. The real story was really boring.
I wrote so many notes.
I want to know what the real story. I committed that to memory.
We will. Oh no. Hold on.
What?
Lupo was one of the elders. He's buried beneath the church
Ooh,
where you found the scroll.
you wouldn't happen to be in the front right room, would he? Oh no.
Don't know precisely,
Oh,
but
okay.
he's somewhere under there.
Okay.
They are
Why?
resting
I told you
peacefully.
not to disturb the
They are
fucking
resting.
sounds.
They are all resting peacefully.
I believe you for some reason.
Anyway, so
So, Dryfus, he was doing his research and he kept yammering about something that he couldn't solve, and I thought, well, I lived there and I helped with the religious ceremonies, and I knew about this scroll, and I thought it might help him. He's been such a help to me, and I thought it was the least I could do
What does the
After-
scroll do?
after he took me in. The scroll. Well, that's for Dryfus to tell you.
who destroyed the circle?
The circle.
Transmutation circle? Teleportation circle?
Translocated.
Translocation circle. Thanks, mate. I'm not good with the magic and
It
stuff.
is fine. I am what's up.
We don't know, but it happened about a day ago. This is fairly new development,
What's going on?
and it's fairly troubling. The family is livid. Dryfus is overworked and... Well, Dryfus. Dryfus is Dryfus.
Who are enemies of Baza family?
Pick and choose.
Yes.
There are 4 other families.
Okay.
Is it like the scroll itself that matters, or what is written in the scroll that matters?
That sounds like same thing to me.
The contents. Scroll is of no particular value, it's the contents.
Oh, do you want the real one?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. I have that.
I would appreciate it. I don't have anything. I left home rather quickly.
How long have you been away from Sol and Noctu?
Maybe we should walk and talk.
A couple decades.
Why did you leave? What caused you to leave?
Combination of guilt, shame, and loneliness. You see, and his face begins to tear up a bit as he begins recalling his past. I was, how you say, the town drunk. And there was a religious ceremony that we all partook in. I was banned from that ceremony, and so I was sent out a couple days. When I came back, the town was slaughtered, and I was the only survivor.
Any idea who did it?
It's pretty clear that the bear trap did it.
I look
Why?
at the wolf.
We
Why?
met them.
That's a long and sordid history.
Is there somebody?
The short of it is that they were unhappy that our town was becoming friendly with the Baytonians. Becoming friendly, and the bear trap did not like that. So they broke the treatise and slaughtered my village.
The bastard said he didn't do it.
Why is ground of your town lumpy?
Those are the remains of my people.
Oh,
Those are bones.
Fuck.
what a lot of people.
Far too many for me to bury on my own.
Yes.
You did that.
No, didn't.
Oh.
But
Too many for me to bury. I collapsed.
He
Had it.
found.
Nervous breakdown. I left. I wandered the wilderness for a few days. Eventually made my way to Baytons. It's a civilization where I could find any sort of contact. And Dryfus needed a hand, and he didn't ask questions, and he took me in. And yeah.
I lean in and I'll put my hand on his shoulder. You are making yourself better. This is good. I think that is all you can do in this situation. You carry name of your people.
I'm the town drunk.
You were,
I'm the only one that survived.
yes. And now you carry name of your people.
I survived because of how shitty of a person I was.
Is he lying?
Insight check.
Well, I don't know if he's lying, but I'm
I
believing
don't
him.
think he's lying. I believe him, but
About being the town drunk,
18?
specifically. 13.
You can see the pain on his face.
Yeah,
His
dude.
eyes are sort of red and swollen. There's like soft tears running down his cheek, and he's
damn.
just seems ashamed.
Right, I just was wondering if he did something worse than being the town drunk.
What problem do the bears have with the Baytonians? Baytonites? Baytonians?
They want to keep the forest as is. Baytons, the Baytonians want to use it as a resource.
And they're stunning them late.
Look, it's been a long couple of days, and this day just got exponentially longer. I would really like to just be alone for a while.
You don't want to come get the real scroll and some other things we found?
That might help.
Gargling.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
I'll say, well, before we hand over the real scroll, so whatever the situation was, I was promised an audience with the Vasa family, and can you in any way assist me in making that happen?
You were made a promise by an imposter.
And this guy is really sad. Why are you taking advantage?
It is not advantage.
Not taking advantage.
Felix, we'll fix it, mate. Don't worry. I've got some ideas.
Let's be clear. I'm a helping hand in Dryfus's shop. I don't have the clout to make that kind of request happen.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Fair enough.
I want to look at the wolf and call his attention. Hey, wolf. Do you want to stay with me? Or do you want to go with someone from your town?
Looks at Carbon. Looks at you. Doesn't, and then sort of brings his gaze back to the middle.
Give Carbon the bracer.
He takes it. Are you sure?
I mean, if you don't want the wolf with you, I'm happy to have a companion. We've gotten close.
Can I at least be with him for a few days?
Sure, mate.
It's both troubling but reassuring to have this reminder of home.
I tell you what, I'll pick up the bracelet in a few days. I'll take it, but in a few days, give me your final answer. I'll come by the shop. Sound good?
So you hand over the bracelet.
I do.
He takes it. The wolf slowly.
I try to pet the wolf.
You do, and your hand finds that sort of familiar
Yeah.
change in temperature, and you kind of feel the swirls around your fingers.
Be a good boy.
And the
I'll see you in a
wolf,
few days.
the wolf slowly dissipates. Its sort of inner colored tendrils disappearing in the wind.
I'll see you in a few days. It's fine.
You guys make your way
Takes
to
over fast.
the Gear's Respite. Okay. Do so.
As we're walking, I will try with Kargan again. Okay. I think this is good time. You say you are down drunk. You are disappointment. Now you carry Town's name with you. It is fine. It is your past. Accept. But I look at you now when you are not drunk. You are trusted companion of Dryfus, clearly powerful. You are improving yourself. You do honor to town. You carry name. You do not talk me shit. Your past self would have, but not this version of you. Continue to make yourself better. It is all we can ask for.
He looks at you and sort of puts his hand. He tries to put his hand on your shoulder, but it's too high up, and he just kind of puts it like on the side of your bicep. Oni, I really appreciate the effort, but yeah.
I understand. It is difficult to move past tragedies such as this.
You guys have this conversation, and then you eventually make your way to the Gear's Respite.
I push aside the couch, like crack open the floor.
Okay.
Pull out the real scroll.
Now, where did you leave like the masks and the things on the couch, or are they packed up?
No, they're packed up because I slept there.
Okay.
John's scroll?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
What's it say?
So you pull out the scroll, give it to him.
And all the robes and the wolf's masks and the jar with the fang in it and the candle and the urn and the incense and then the golden chalice. I look at him and like, do you know these?
Felix has
Actually,
that.
Felix has that
I
one.
have that.
You have another golden chalice with the Atoji symbol on it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
He takes all this stuff.
I look at Felix really hard. You do. He's okay.
He takes all the stuff, and there's this sort of clearly mixed emotions on his face.
I know
Both.
it's a lot to carry.
Both happy and as well as like regretful and just bittersweet emotions on his face. And he goes, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Pull out the chalice.
You sort of
Give it up my pimp cup.
I'll talk to Dryfus, but as you've probably seen, he's cranky. I can't make any promises,
We'll figure it out.
but do stop by the store when you can.
Discounts.
We shall do that.
And he sort of kind of bows and starts backing out.
Didn't that feel good?
No.
Trying.
Oh well.
So you guys take a moment to mentally absorb the information that was unloaded onto you guys. Agär, you take a moment to wonder what will happen, the fate of the wolf. Felix, you take a moment to wonder whether or not you're meeting with the Baza family. will happen.
I'll make it happen.
Felix, I have proposition.
Alright.
I'm sorry that the deal did not work out as we would have hoped. And evidently, destroying Scroll would not have made it better. But your mission is to speak with people of resources, yes?
Right. I'd like to speak to each member, a member of each family, if at all possible.
Only in this town.
For now. But, I mean, all over eventually.
So you intend to go as many places as possible and discuss matters of political whatever with important people who have resources, yes?
I assume so. Just, whatever the king sends me.
Okay. I have interest in a matter that I will not get easy access information. It would be useful to me to have access to information. Is it possible that we can arrange some kind of deal regarding this?
Regarding where they're sending me?
No. Well, if you are speaking with people of influence, it would be useful to me as well. I would like to reap some benefits of this, if there is something I can do to assist you.
Would you like to become a BAMF?
I do not know what that is.
Oh, it's the Bardic Ambassador Multinational Forces. We are representatives of the Emerald Isles. It comes with this fancy uniform. You would look great in green. It make your eyes pop. It's a great. It pays really well. You get to travel a lot. The benefits are wonderful. It's an amazing job. And I'm very excited. Like I'm almost like tapping my foot in excitement. I'm just like a King Bard is just—he's such an amazing guy.
King
No
You would be a-
offense. You think this guy should conduct international relations?
Even I don't
Yeah,
think that's a good
that's-
idea, mate.
A dragon smile.
That's true. Well, there is a good training program that they do a lot of it. You can give it a shot.
Is there perhaps some other kind of arrangement that can be made? I have my mission, personal mission. It is not against any location, but if I have to swear some kind of allegiance to the Emerald Isles, I cannot do it.
Well, the Bardic Ambassador wouldn't be right for you, but if you're looking to get in touch with higher-ups, higher-ups are my specialty at this point, so stick with me. I'm hoping to find some audiences. Are you looking to talk to someone in particular?
I don't know yet. I do
Well,
not have as
you
much
do.
information as I would like.
What exactly are you looking for?
Information on, and I cast. Do I have anything non-harmful other than Mage Hand? No, I cast Mage Hand again, and I go something, and I let it go. I am not sure the nature of it.
It's incredibly vague, mate.
I wish I had more information as I start getting smaller and smaller. It is eluded me every time I try to look into it. I do not know if it is natural, I do not know if it is arcane, if there is some other kind of thing that it is involved in.
What is it?
It is my personal mission.
Right, but what is it?
I don't know. It is
What
Problem,
information can you give us?
it is plague, I think.
A plague.
Or
Plague?
A boot?
it
Where?
is
Afflicting who?
it was
Better question, how can I help?
thank you. I need to speak with scholars, with people who have access to information that not most people get access to. I understand it is complicated to ask for favor like this, especially considering how it is that we have met.
Well, I heard a few people come to mind. One in particular, a very charming fellow that King Bard has told many stories about. He spent a good deal of time in libraries. Never met him myself, but he's been known to be, I've heard, is quite friendly, quite knowledgeable. I could see if Bard might be able to set up a meeting.
That would be wonderful.
Who's this person?
Oh, his name's Rip O'Malley.
That's me buddy! That's me mate! I know Rip too!
That's true, yeah, right. Yeah, you adventured together.
You know Master O'Malley!
Yeah,
He's your master!
He is my master!
He's me buddy!
He taught me magic. It is wonderful. He is
You
best
Rip
man. He
O'Malley.
saved my life.
He saved
Yes.
mine! I saved his.
You-
Then he saved mine.
He is best person I know. He is also.
I've never met him.
Oh, he is best
He's
person.
a great person, mate.
And I used to travel with his daughter Karen. She is also wonderful, but I cannot tell him where she is. Neither of them want me to do that. But they are wonderful people. You know King Bard
Yeah.
and Master O'Malley.
Yeah, mate. I travel a lot.
I knew I read the signs right to come to the Baytons only. Look, we would have never found these people.
I give Riley a big hug.
As this dragon, this 7-foot tall dragon, just temporarily envelops Riley.
I go over to Felix and Agär and I give them both hugs.
I give him a hug too.
This is
Very
wonderful.
excited.
Master O'Malley is best person I know. He saved my life. He taught me magic.
You said that.
It is yes,
He's very
but it is
excited.
best. It is best. There are two amazing things that happened in my life. Master Yume and Master O'Malley.
Two masters?
Yes, I learned to fight from Master Yume and I learned magic from Master O'Malley. They are best people. I love them. Yes, if you know person that trusts O'Malley, knows O'Malley, I trust you. This is wonderful. Oh,
You have to tell me all about Rip O'Malley. Like, I've heard it all from Bad, but like, I want to know from everyone. Like, what was he like?
He's got some studies, mate.
he is amazing. Actually, most recent contact I had from him, he told me he almost died, which was not great. But he's alright now, which is good.
Usually calls me when he's in trouble.
Well,
Maybe his finger was broken.
It must not have been that big a deal then.
well, he called me to tell me that he almost died, but it is fine. It is fine. He is well and he is good man. He is small like you, and
Yes.
very powerful magic. You know powerful magic too, but
Yeah,
Well-
I'm learning. I'm getting there.
So there's this unloading
Crazy.
of information from Oni, the Black Scale Dragonborn, as he gets excited recounting stories
they know Master O'Malley.
about his former master.
No master.
You take a moment
Best.
to ponder all the information, both personal, interpersonal, societal, cultural, historical, information about Dryfus, information about the translocator, information about Cardrin and Solonoctu, and all these thoughts are mixing around in your mind.
Lots of information.
It's a bit dizzying at the moment as the pieces are slowly starting to fall in place mentally. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
Big dragon smiles all around,
Yay.
Yeah.
and for the entire interaction, really.
So, well done, y'all. Well done. Interesting interactions, choices.
That really was interesting.
So does the actual scroll read differently?
Yes.
From
Oh, they're
when you're-
entirely different.
What does the scroll say?
Huh.
We'll post that online
Oh, yeah.
for anyone that's interesting.
No, we'll read it together.
Now?
The
And
players
then
will
post it
read
online?
it individually, and then we will post it online for anyone that's interested in
Are you
reading
gonna
it
post
themselves.
both of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Wait, so was the story completely made up?
Yeah, I made it.
You made it up completely. You made up the fact
I
that he
made up
killed
the
the
whole
beholder.
story. The beholder was obviously bullshit.
That's why I was like really thrown up. But then Riley knows about beholders.
Yeah,
Wait,
everybody knows about
We should
beholders.
stop streaming and start the dialogue.
Well, if there is anyone out there,
Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
we'll see. But if
Prepare
not,
to be disappointed.
we'll catch you guys
Yeah, no.
next
I
Friday
expect that there aren't a lot of
on Legends Die Live. We hope to see you there. So, take care, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.